I'm Andrea.
I'm Hector. Live your best life for the one you lost. That's what One Ghost is.
Nothing but diamonds around my neck and around my wrist. I'm looking good. Oh, it's a sunny day. Sunny day. It's a sunny day. It's a sunny day and we all got ghetto dreams. Diamond rings. Money.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices, whether it's commercial or residential. Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
Gridiron Warriors take the field in an epic battle that is larger than life. It is called Texas High School Football. Only one show can bring the greatest sport from the greatest state into focus. Lone Star Gridiron.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com. If you find yourself stuck on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since its inception in 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery services for your vehicle. We also offer a wide range of services such as lockouts, jump starts, tire change, wrench outs, and environmental hazard cleanups. With 4 locations that cover Kyle, San Marcos, Hulen, and Lockhart, Quantum Towing is only a phone call away for all of your towing needs.
We know it can be hard to follow a dream, even harder to sustain one. However, at Changing Faces Barber Academy, we not only understand, but welcome those walking the path of their reveries. We make it our purpose to teach beyond just a skill set of cutting hair. In fact, we want to help with communication dexterity, give you the abilities to not only build clientele, but to be able to build off one. A good barber is the customer service he or she gives. And that is the mission here at Changing Faces Barber Academy. If you are interested in making a career of becoming a barber, you can visit our website at cfbarberacademy.com. or stop on by at 900 Bug Lane Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas.
If you are having automotive issues, take your vehicle to Car Care Automotive, located at 7000 FM 1327 Suite 4 in Austin, Texas. Head mechanic and owner Alex Juarez has over 30 years of experience. From diagnostics, AC repair and brakes, to rebuilding engines and transmissions, Car Care Automotive is the place to go to get you off your feet and your car back on the street. Call 512-945-8105 for more information. Kent Riddle Properties has been the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast since 2020, and has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion Sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale, or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart, is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years, and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a lion, always a lion.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern, cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride sports broadcast. Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
Working hand in hand with the community to keep our Lions safe. This school year, Lockhart ISD is launching Lion Guard, a community watch program in which individuals can apply to volunteer and be a positive presence on the campuses for students while also monitoring and checking for any potential safety concerns. All Lion Guard volunteers must undergo a criminal background check and will participate in civilian response to active shooter events training and stop the bleed training. Anyone who is interested is welcome to apply. Go to the Lockhart ISD website and from the menu tab click on Parents and scroll down to hit the Volunteer in LISD. Join the Pride of Lockhart tab and sign up. Attention parents of all young athletes. Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Then join us at Lions Legacy, where our dedicated and experienced coaches provide free group training sessions to help you improve your skills and reach your full potential. We also offer low-cost private and sports-specific training as well. But that's not all. By joining our Legacy program, you'll have access to camps, scholarships, community events, team-building exercises, tutoring, and more throughout your school and athletic career. So come be a part of something special and start building your legacy today. Join us at Lions Legacy and let's take your game to the next level. For more info, go to www.lionslegacy.org or call us at 512-200-2005. Go Lions!
Ritchie 360 Photo Booth Rentals is your one-stop shop for your next event. Whether it's weddings, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, and more. You can have the best of both worlds with our 360 video booth and mini booth mirror. The 360 photo booth is a revolutionary next-level photo booth experience. The revolving camera surrounds attendees, capturing a 360-degree slow-motion movie that your guest will remember forever. Here at Ritchie 360 Photo Booth, this is where moments turn into memories. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
If you're looking for a custom-made tumbler for yourself or as a gift, from pro sports, college, high school and inspirational tumblers, here at Shimmer Me Tumblers we can create what you're looking for. We can create just about any design or style to give your tumbler a one-of-a-kind look. So, look no further than Shimmer Me Tumblers designed by Blanca and Emilio Juarez. You can find us on Facebook and on TikTok. Or you can email us at shimmermetumblers0@gmail.com.
I'm Ross Alexander, founder of the War Room Strength Club. I have been working with individuals and athletes since 2003. I have mentored and worked under the likes of Mike Graham, Bobby Warren, Charles Alston, and first-generation coaches under Mark Piteau. I am also a former two-sport collegiate athlete. I have worked with everyone from those starting their fitness journeys to athletes in collegiate and elite ranks of athletic performance. My ideology is working functional and fundamental strength while also implementing a proactive injury preventative and/or recovery regimen. I hold summer performance camps open for young athletes from 11 years old to the collegiate level. I also take clients all throughout the year at any age and fitness level. Along with a workout program, I also offer services for food intake accountability and meal planning, and also mental and emotional positivity consulting. I look forward to hearing from you. Go Lions.
LoneStarGridiron.com. Access the complete history of Texas high school football, over 100 years of information, win-loss records, coaching histories, individual stats, records, and more. Lone Star Gridiron, the authority on Texas high school football.
Are set up for an onside kick, and that's what's going to happen. That one's going to be a high kick, and that was going to be picked up. Number 11.
That's Dickens.
Right,
That's Dickens,
and
and
he's
gonna
bringing it
take
all the way back, and he'll take it into the end zone for a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Ashton Dickens,
talking
Lockhart
about.
quarterback with the kickoff return for a touchdown.
That one's going to be hit hard up the middle towards center field and out of here for a 2-run shot.
Run the slot T.
Yeah, it's going to be a sort of a long pooch kick as Quavon Reese will field it right around the 17-yard line.
All right.
They'll bring it up the middle. Got one person to beat. The kicker's left to beat, and Quavon Reese down the far sideline into the end zone for the Lockhart Lions touchdown. Have a 1-0 advantage, and that one's going to be swung on and hit towards right field. That's going to find the gap out in right center field, and that's going to be out of here as Contreras will lead the game off with an opposite field home run. And here comes Plowman. He loses the dribble. That one's going to be stolen by Ashton Dickens all by himself. And the dunk from Dickens. And we are back from the Lockhart line timeout as we all set up 4th down and 7. That's going to be a handoff to Gonzalez. He goes around the right side, got some room to run, cuts it off to the outside, into the end zone for another Lockhart Lion touchdown. This one from 33.
Welcome to today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast brought to you by our main sponsor Kent Riddle Properties. Now let's take you to the stadium with the Lions Pride Sports broadcast crew. From his home studio, Kent Riddle as the QA, the football analyst, the coach Amato Galvez, TD Tom Dunn with color commentary, and in his 10th season as the voice of Lockhart Lions Sports, Emilio the Sarge Juarez.
And welcome to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast of Lockhart Lion football here live from Bob Shelton Stadium as your Lockhart Lions will be taking on the 0-2 Lehman Lobos. Lockhart comes into tonight's contest with a record of 1-1, dropping the first contest of the year in Week 1 versus the San Antonio Southwest Dragons in San Antonio before coming home last week to take on the Pflugerville Conley Panthers, or Cougars, on homecoming night for the Lockhart Lions, and the Lions come out with their first victory of the year. Now we take the road for the second time of the season, and we are here at beautiful Bob Shelton Stadium with a nice, beautiful background that we have seen out there. And I want to welcome everybody to the broadcast. My name is Emilio Sarge Waters, going to be bringing you all the play-by-play action. The man to the left of me, which is usually TD, is my son. He's going to be doing the video to make sure that he gets all the great highlights and great shots for everybody out there. To my right is going to be our color commentary guy, TD Tom Dunn, and to his right will be our football analyst, the coach, Amato Galvez. Now, welcome, TD, and here's to hopefully another great night of Lockhart Lion football and hopefully another victory for the Lockhart Lions.
Well, I sure hope so. That's definitely, what the stat line looks like when I look at it. Lockhart had a great game last week. A homecoming there at Lockhart. Pflugerville Conley comes in, and Lockhart wins pretty convincingly 38-21. It was a good game all around. As we know, my time, he put up, 200 and how many yards?
84.
284 yards. I averaged it out, too. He's like 7.8 yards a carry, so almost 8 yards a carry last week. So that was huge for the Lions to get that bounce-back win after that tough loss down there at San Antonio Southwest. I feel like it shouldn't have been a loss, but it's on there. I wish we could just kind of wipe that bottom part of the schedule off. So that was the second scrimmage.
TD, and I don't know if you heard it, we interviewed, we talked to him briefly last night, not during the interview, but he felt my time Gonzalez felt that he got stronger as the game went on, and you could tell. I told him I get stopped. What did you look like fourth quarter? He looked like, well, coach, I was hurting, but Friday against Pflugerville Conley, the fourth quarter was mine. He said, I got stronger. I wanted the ball more. And I said, well, we hope you get a lot tonight.
Yeah, probably 210 of his yards were in the second half last week. Coaches made great adjustments at halftime, and then they came out, just ran the ball right down Pflugerville Conley's throat. But tell you what, Sarge, don't expect to see that from the other side tonight from Lehman, as they've been a really pass-heavy offense so far this year.
Yes, they have.
Yeah, really haven't had much luck on the ground, and you got a little update on what we expect to see from the Lehman Lobos.
I sure do. So on the offensive side of the football, they've got senior leadership. They've scored 15 in both the games they played so far, falling to Bastrop and McCallum. So they're 0-2 on the year. Their quarterback is going to be Colin Richardson. He's a 6-foot, 180-pound senior. He'll be number 12. He moves in the pocket real well. He can throw on the run. He's got real good short to mid-range accuracy. And in the highlights I saw, he showed a lot of poise. Several of his long passes and touchdowns were, with someone draped off of him. And a name that's familiar, but the wrong school. One of his favorite receivers is number 1, Noah Long. And there's another Noah Long in the district, of course, over there at Liberty Hill, who racked up some yards last week. Noah Long's a 6-foot, 170-pound senior. He's definitely the favorite target. He's got good speed, and he got behind the defense of both Bastrop and McCallum. In the game against Bastrop, he had 7 for 136 and a TD, and he added another 3 for 73 last week. And then he's got a big target, wide receiver number 13, Trey Allen. He's 6'3", 145, skinny but tall, and he does a great job on the outside for him. And then really the rushing attack, I don't know, maybe their running back missed the bus the last couple of weeks. But what I saw on Max Preps was they had 27 rushes for a combined negative 16 yards. So far, either the running game hasn't been working for them or they just don't want to enter it in the stat book.
They depend heavily on the quarterback. He's a senior. He has a very, very good arm, and they're going to throw the ball deep a lot. On defense, there's a linebacker, Peter Cigarita, 6'2", 210, 4.8 in the 40, 85 tackles last year. And he is definitely the leader of the defense. Make sure we know where he's at.
6'2", with 4.4 speed, that's scary.
It is. Now, as for Lockhart, we have our own offensive weapons. So far this year, Ashton Dickens has pretty much been kept in a box, an emergency box, to where it has on the sign "break in case needed." And we still haven't seen the full potential of Ashton Dickens that we saw last year, which is, in a way, is a good thing.
Or as far as running the ball,
yes,
right?
As far as running the ball, which is a good thing. We've seen some great passes from Ashton Dickens. Of course, he didn't. The week 1 started off, he had a few interceptions. One was a pick 6. Last week, he fixed that. No interception at all. But the Lockhart Lions did turn the ball over more times than what the Cougars did. And I'm pretty sure Coach Mabus is going to want to turn that stat around and have more takeaways than giveaways, because that could be that could determine the outcome of a football game once we get into district play and the game's getting a lot tougher as we move forward into the season.
Well, and I do think the turnovers that Lockhart had last week, they weren't ugly turnovers. They weren't interceptions or guys not taking care of the ball. There were some unlucky breaks. Helmet hits the ball.
Yeah,
and
9 times out of 10 that
there.
football's coming out.
Yep, exactly. So I'll look for Lockhart to – man, I think they're going to have a big night tonight, Sarge. I really do. I think the offense is going to be on fire. One of the things that I'm excited to see, as Coach was telling us, they depend heavily on the quarterback. They're going to come out with 3 and 4 wide receivers almost every play. They're going to have 2 under routes and 1 or 2 guys going deep every play, and they're going to chunk it. So with that, we got to cover those guys. Don't sleep on Lehman, because they wouldn't have that offense and throw it a lot if they weren't confident that they could. But the secondary is going to have maybe a chance to get after some balls tonight.
Yes, they did. The offensive coordinator, Isaac Rodriguez, is a very good friend of mine, and I'm told our defensive coordinator, he's going to play chess game with you. Wherever you're at, he's going to go the other way. He's going to put his people in the right position, right formation, right personnel, and that's where he's going to attack us. He's a very good play caller. He just hasn't had the talent to work with. But I expect him to call a good game tonight. He's up in the press box, and I guarantee you he's watched every film that Lockhart has.
When I looked at the film for the other team, was something that really stood out to me was their quarterback under pressure. So almost every touchdown or long pass highlight that he has.
Yeah, one time he just
he's under pressure, but he somehow kind of seems to find his man. So I think that's going to be a big key for the Lions tonight. We were talking about offense, but on the defensive side of the football, getting after that quarterback, not letting him extend plays, 6, 7, 8 seconds to pass, because eventually he'll find somebody open. But so I look for, our outside linebackers, our defensive linemen and linebackers to really get after their quarterback tonight. And I'd like to see Lockhart get a handful of sacks here tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and one of the things that when we talked to My Time yesterday during the JV football game at Lionsfield, he said we still haven't seen his full potential yet.
Yes.
So
the best is yet to come.
Yeah, the best is yet to come, and I was like, wow.
Sarge, can I do the keys to victory real quick?
Sure, go ahead. Let's go ahead and go with
TD, you can shine anytime you want. Number 1, execute. Not just execute the offense, but execute what you call on defense and special teams. Number 2, keep your poise. Don't give in to the trash talk, and keep your cool, play your game. Have confidence. If you fall behind, fight to get back in the game. run the defense called. A lot of guys, sometimes they want to improvise. The coach calls the defense, do what he tells you to do, okay? Get lined up correctly. That's very important because we like to flip-flop our defensive ends and linebackers. We've got to make sure you get lined up correctly.
It's got to happen early.
Yes, sir. Out hustle your opponent. Don't quit. There's no quit in this game. I don't care if it's the first quarter or the fourth quarter. Out hustle your opponent. Be physical. Big plays are made by contact. Like they did to us last week, put the helmet on the football. Know the situations and play smart. If it's fourth down, third down, know what the distance is. Play smart. Don't jump off sides. Every inch matters. Every inch matters. Running back, stretch that ball. Bring that ball forward. Try to get as much as you can. You represent Lockhart High School. You play a good, clean game, and you leave it on the field. Be disciplined. Don't give in to the trash talk, like I said before. Do not listen to the opponent. Play your game and do your best.
Well, and Lockhart has we've fed in at times to the jaw jacking on the field, and it's cost us with a few penalties at times. So great keys to the game, and I know anytime that happens, as a coach, they're just grinding their teeth waiting to get to Saturday, to talk about those kind of penalties. But yeah, I think this is a big game. We're really at the closest place that we play away right now. There's no more Luling game. Bastrop's probably a little bit further, maybe close to the same. But so this is really a close, geography-wise, it's a close matchup, Kyle and Lockhart. It's not an old matchup. It used to be Hayes and Lockhart back in the day, and man, those were some big football games. But yeah, now you've got 3 high schools over here at Hayes.
And you never know. We might be in Hayes District next year, TD, when the realignment comes up in February, because I'm pretty sure we're going to have to go to 5A Division I.
Well, I tell you what, they renewed the Bastrop rivalry a couple years ago. How big would it be to see realignment happen next year and have Bastrop and Hayes?
And Hayes, yes.
I feel like we're back in the 90s again.
And don't forget New Braunfels Canyon and Smithson Valley.
Oh, yeah. Man, that was a tough district back then. That was definitely a tough district.
Bring it on. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in for tonight's broadcast of Lockhart Lion football here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcasting. Another exciting night of Friday night football underneath the lights, this time underneath the great stadium, nice, beautiful stadium of Bob Shelton Stadium. Okay, of course, us old dogs will know who Bob Shelton is. And one of us old dogs up here actually was in the coaching area with him. And that's one Coach Amado Galvez. And quickly talk about Bob Shelton, Coach, and, what was it and why he became the type of coach here at Hayes High School to have a stadium named after him.
Great man, great, awesome man, and just a great coach, and did a fantastic job when he was here at Hayes. He was the first coach for Hayes High School back when they were like Class A. And as the town grew and the school grew, he kept moving up and became the head coach. By the time he stepped down, they were a 6A school, and he was the head football coach and doing a fantastic job. He had a good habit of keeping the staff that he had. You hardly saw any coaching changes at Hayes High School. The guys that was defensive coordinator when he first came in stayed here. The guy that was offensive coordinator stayed here. The offensive line coach stayed here. He had a consistency with the coaching staff and did a great job, not just coaching the high school kids, but going down and working with the lower level kids and developing a great program. And he's back in the day when he started, he came out in the Wishbone. Not too many people ran it, but he did a great job running the Wishbone.
What year?
Oh, God.
When you say back in the day, I mean, that means different things to different people.
And then he didn't stay in the Wishbone. He had a great mind to change things, and before he knew it, he was running the spread and shotgun just like he had been running forever. And great
Evolving.
job. Defense stayed the same. They ran the 50 the whole time. Toward the end, he started seeing more spread teams. He started bringing more people in. But, man, he's just a great coach, and he's not doing in perfect health right now. And our prayers are with him. Hopefully he'll pull through and then give us a couple more years here with us. And Coach Bob Shelton, congratulations to you for a great job that you've done.
Oh, yeah, gentlemen, as Lockhart Lions are inside their tunnel, let's go and take a quick timeout and one commercial break as the Lockhart Lions going to be coming out of their tunnel. I guess we'll keep it right here.
Yeah, here they come.
Yeah. Apparently, we have a little bit of an issue with comments on the Facebook.
I tell you what, that's 3 that need to do well tonight, leading out of the tunnel there. You got Ashton Dickens, Zakai Gathins, and My Time Gonzalez leading the Lions out of the tunnel, and those three need to have a big game tonight. I'm looking for some sacks tonight. I want 5 sacks. I want a couple fumbles, a couple interceptions. I think Lockhart's defense has a big opportunity to step up tonight and really hopefully try to shut the Lobos down. But it's going to take some good secondary play and getting after that quarterback up front. The secondary is going to be running all over this field, Coach, chasing these Lehman receivers.
Yes, sir.
But I think they're going to be well prepared this week as what probably one of the biggest issues on defense has been the defensive backfield, giving up long touchdown passes or long passes in general. But I think they're going to get that squared away. Of course, we got a couple of more weeks before we hit. Actually, we got this week and next week before district starts, as we hit the road for the first district game at Bastrop Memorial Stadium to take on the Cedar Creek Eagles. But right now, we got the Lehman Lobos at hand right now. And while they're getting ready to come out of their tunnel, let's go through the district of District 5A Division 2, District 13 5A Division 2. Last night, Buda Hayes defeated the Bastrop Cedar Creek Eagles right here at Bob Shelton Stadium by a final 35-14. At San Antonio Davenport, it'll be I don't know why they call them San Antonio. They're from Comal County. It'll be Davenport Wolves hosting the Piper Warriors.
That's a big game.
Yeah. Another Comal County.
Liberty Hill Panthers, who put 82 on a board last week and only won by 2 points.
And they weren't playing basketball.
They weren't playing basketball. They're heading up to Georgetown to take on the Eagles. Kerrville Tybee Antlers throw the record book out the window. They're taking on the Fredericksburg Battling Billies at Fredericksburg. And that's always a big rivalry game right there.
Battle of the Hill Country.
Yeah. San Antonio Veterans Memorial will be taking on the San Antonio MacArthur Brahmas at Hero Stadium. And, of course, the big game of the week, Battle of the 2-0s, Round Rock Westwood Warriors at Memorial Stadium to take on the Bastrop Bears. And that's going to be a game that we're going to keep an eye on.
That's where our good friend Roger Rodriguez is at tonight.
Well, Westwood Warrior play-by-play guy. And, of course, this is going to be probably the biggest test so far the young season for Bastrop, as they are 2-0 and lead in the standings for District 13 5A Division 2.
I want to touch on something that I feel like deserves a little bit of recognition, Sarge. And you were talking about Liberty Hill had that 82-80 win over Georgetown. That was an incredible game, and we've got our My Time. Well, I talked about they've got their own Noah Long over there. He rushed 25 times for 394 yards for an average of 15.8 yards a carry.
And 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, and he's averaging almost 200 yards a game in the first 2 games of the year. And this is coming off of sophomore and junior seasons where he's rushed over 2,000 yards. That's
amazing.
That's a lot of yards.
And not just that.
We'll have to see him here
Liberty,
in a few weeks.
Liberty Hill had 2 running backs over 300 yards rushing, with both had 5 touchdowns apiece.
Yeah, it's just that's insane. I
I
hope they cool off by the time we go up there to Liberty Hill.
What was more impressive is the quarterback, Texas Tech commit. I forgot his name for Hutto. He
threw for 700
yards, 4 touchdowns, and ran for 6 of it on his own.
That's insane.
So he totaled 10 touchdowns and still came up with the loss.
How many passes did he throw, Sarge? Did you check?
I think it was 30. He was 35 for 56, if I'm correct.
Passes?
700.
Wow, that's
yards,
probably the
right?
most passes he threw the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Buda Johnson will receive it, so Lockhart will be on defense first, and they'll get the ball to start the second half.
And you'll see the Lehman Lobos will be going from left to right as they're wearing the blue and blue uniforms with the white numbers and the silver helmets, as the Lockhart Lions in their black pants, white jerseys, and the black numbers with I believe they got maroon trim on it. But right now we're going to turn off our headsets and turn up the crowd mic as we get ready to listen to the national anthem.
At this time, please stand and move your hands. It's a presentation of the colors by the Lehman Navy Junior ROTC. Please direct your attention to the colors on the field. the national anthem tonight is the Lehman High School Show Choir, under the direction of Mr. Neil Garcia.
And we are back as we're getting set for the kickoff. We got a great turnout here on the Lockhart Lions side of the field. As we can see, as Peter's scrolling through the stands, you can see Mr. Estrada down there with a couple of school board members right in front of us.
And more folks walking in, Sarge, as we're speaking. Kind of hard to find parking sometimes.
Oh, it's horrible to find parking here. It's easier to find parking at House Park where Luling is at tonight. Of course, House No Park is close like that. Of course, they're taking on Austin East Side, and we'll keep up with those scores. And area scores around the town, such as San Marcos taking on the Wagner Thunderbirds at Rattler Stadium.
Nobody cares about this.
Yeah, Hutto Hippos at Cibolo Steel. Marble Falls, where former head coach of the Lockhart Lions, Coach Herman, is at. They're in Killeen to take on the Chaparral Bobcats. And, of course, Gonzales Apaches at Marion to take on the Bulldogs at Veteran Stadium.
And if you're at home watching, shoot us a comment so we can mention your name. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, it looks like Omar Ocampo will start things off. Back deep to return for the Lobos is going to be number 20, Tim Mata. And I want to give a big shout out to Kent Riddle, our main sponsor of Kent Riddle Properties, who not only is our main sponsor, but sits back at his home studio and is our QA for every broadcast to make sure that we sound good and look good for all you Lockhart Lion fans and Lobo fans that may be watching. As we get set, this game is going to be underway, and that one's going to be a good, deep kick.
We're offsides.
It's going to go over the head of Mata and into the end zone for a touchback, but as Coach mentioned, there is a penalty flag back here around the 36-yard line, right in front of Coach Gilbert. And more than likely, it's going to be an offsides call.
A little bit too anxious. Well, it looks like they declined it, I guess. Well, they're talking about it.
I saw Coach Gilbert hold his hand up to say decline. That's what it looked like.
All right, so regardless of the case,
here we go.
Yeah, here we go. First down and 10 for the Lehman Lobos. Ball is going to be placed at the 25. They'll mark the 5-yard penalty off for offside, so it'll be at the 30. It'll still remain first down and 10. And at quarterback for the Lehman Lobos is going to be number 12, Colin Richardson.
And keep an eye on their receiver up top, big number 13. That's Trey Allen.
They got one receiver up top, one to the bottom. First play of the game, and here we go. High snapper Richardson. He rolls around to his right side, throws the ball, and that one's going to go out of bounds.
Way out of bounds.
And it looks like he was waiting for Noah Long to come open, but he was well covered there by Bart Key. So just elects to get rid of that one.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. And great job by the defensive backfield for the Lions. They had everybody covered as they had about 3-4 routes going down the field.
And if you didn't catch in the pregame, this will be a pass-heavy offense.
Yeah, running back in the backfield, number 6, Isaiah Hernandez, the senior. And he'll get the handoff right up the middle. And Trey Brown's going to meet him right around the 32-yard line.
Good tackle by Trey Brown, number 33.
Solid tackle. That's still going to be a pickup of 5 yards.
Zakiah Gathing's helmet came off, but it was under. He won't have to come out.
He's just buckling his shin strap.
That'll bring up 3rd down and maybe 6.
Yeah, 3rd and 6 coming up. Richardson gets the snap, drops back, throws over here to the near side to number 14, and right there on the spot, number 14 coming up with a tackle for the Lions is Miguel Portillo, tackling number 14, Zeke Holland.
That's going to be a first down for the Lobos.
Almost like a feeling out process in a heavyweight fight between the Lockhart Lions defense and the offense of the Lobos.
Look for them to come back and throw it deep here.
Yeah, 1st and 10.
Oh,
Richardson gets his snap. Yeah, little
reverse there.
And Trey Brown not being fooled on that one. Comes up and makes a tackle on Tim Mata, the running back.
2nd and 5.
Yeah, short gain. Looks like they're going to mark it back at the 44-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. 2 receivers on top. Now 3.
Yes, Marquise Maldonado moves up. 3 up top, 1 to the bottom. Richardson gets the snap, drops back. Kind of a high snap. Looking over the middle.
Incomplete.
And that one's going to be in and out of the hands of intended receiver, number 13, Trey Allen.
A little bit too much time to throw there.
Yeah, and that's something I saw looking at the tape. When you give this kid time to throw, he is going to find an open receiver. And Trey Allen didn't drop that many balls either. So lucky break there for the Lions, as that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, I tell you what, if he made that catch, Ben Mendez had his number dialed up for a hit. So 3rd down and 6 coming up.
Big 3rd 6 here.
His favorite target's this receiver on the short side of the field.
Number 1.
2 up top, 2 to the bottom.
He'll be covered by Quavon Reese.
Dropping back, looking his way, throws over here and in and out of the hands.
Incomplete. That's who you're right, TD. That's who he's looking for.
That was Noah Long, as you mentioned.
A little bit of pressure and forced him to get the ball a little bit quicker, rid of it quicker.
So that's what Lockhart has to do tonight, is put pressure on.
Yes. 4th and 6 coming up, and talking about a big decision to make.
Well, here comes the punt team.
Yep.
Richardson stays on the field. I take it he's their punter, the Danny White version.
That's always scary.
Yeah.
Because he could rear back and throw it anytime he wants. So Lockhart will drop nobody back.
Yeah, nobody's
deep.
back.
The referee said he'll go for a
Yeah, referee's got it over here.
Ooh,
and
line
that's
drive.
going to be
it's going to roll.
End over end and roll, and it's going to be touched right at the 26-yard line.
Lucky
big mistake, big mistake for the Lobos. Lucky break for the Lions. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
LoneStarGridiron.com. Access the complete history of Texas high school football, over 100 years of information, win-loss records, coaching histories, individual stats, records, and more. Lone Star Gridiron, the authority on Texas high school football.
All right, and we're back here for the Changing Faces Academy first quarter here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. 10-14 left to go. Lobos just had to punt the ball away, so this is going to be the first play for the Lockhart Lions as Ashton Dickens and the Pride of Lions heads out to the field. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. You got My Time Gonzalez offset to the left side. Receiver up top, 1 to the bottom. Inside handoff to Gonzalez. He'll put his head and shoulders down and scoot forward for about 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
Well, the Lions pick right up where they left off last week, running the ball right up the middle with Gonzalez.
So the ball's going to be marked at the 33. That'll be a 6-yard gain.
2nd and 4.
Yeah, I love this package that Lockhart runs where they put Holcomb in at a true tight end position, and then they bring in Staten, and he's more of a wing or a fullback position. Really gives them the ability to run to either way.
Yeah, same formation this time. My time's all set to the right side. They'll fake the handoff, and Ashton Dickens will keep it as he bounces it out to the outside. Gets around the edge, and he'll pick up the big first down for the Lockhart Lions, and he'll run out of bounds at the 45-yard line in Lion territory.
Good strong run there by Ashton.
Yeah, that one good for 14 yards for Mr. Dickens.
1st and 10.
Actually, they're going to mark him out short of the 45.
Stepped out of bounds, he says. It's still a first down.
It's still a first down. Ball's going to be at the 43, though.
Gathings comes in at receiver. You better turn around and find the line of scrimmage.
I was about to say, it was receiver or cornerback.
Wait a minute, where am I going?
All right, my time in the backfield with Dickens, and he'll get the handoff. Patiently running around the right side. Sidesteps a Lobo over around the right edge. Got the blocker down the field. 20.
There he goes.
10, 5, end zone. Touchdown for my time. A 57-yard touchdown scamper down the field. And the Lockhart Lions strike first. $57-yard touchdown run by My Time Gonzalez.
Didn't take long.
No, it did not. He picked right up where he left off last week. And that one was off of the right tackle.
Got a flag. Oh, man.
Oh, we saw plenty of that last week as well as in the JV game, too.
They need to get some new flags. I barely saw that one.
We're too busy celebrating.
So that's going to negate the touchdown run.
Okay, just give it to him again, right?
Well, they still gave him some yards, and it is first down for the Lions.
So that turns into a 13-yard run down into Lobo territory after penalties marked off, down to the 44. So same play, my time around the right side. This time he's only going to pick up about a yard.
Good job there by the Davenport defensive line, clogging it up in the middle and getting a hold of his legs.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. So Lockhart Lions set up one receiver up top, one to the bottom. Inside handoff to My Time once again, carrying the load, going around the outside, and he'll pick up a couple of yards as the Lehman Lobo defender out there was able to hold on.
Yeah, grabbed an ankle and just hold on. Gonzalez couldn't go anywhere.
And y'all interviewed Alex Richardson yesterday at the JV game. I tell you what, he had a great pancake block as he pulled all the way from the left side to the right and set the edge there.
Yes, sir. He says he loves those pancakes, TD.
He got him one right there. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5, ball at the 41-yard line. Or, sorry, the 39-yard line, rather.
So long 3rd down and 5 coming up. Gage Doyce up top. Caden Mavis down here towards the bottom. Man in motion, Trent Holcomb, or Tyler Staten. And Dickens will keep the ball, bobble the snap, and he'll dive forward for about 2 yards. He's going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down.
Yeah, he's a little bit short there.
All right, Coach Gilbert immediately looks to his play sheet, so it looks like they'll be going for it. Players seem to know it as well.
So the Lockhart Lions will be going for it. 4th down and 3. And it'll be Dickens. And he stumbled in the backfield.
Didn't get
And
much.
the Lockhart Lions will turn the ball over on downs.
Made it back to line of scrimmage is about it.
And you can credit the Lobos defensive line on that one, as they did a good job getting penetration. And, boy, that's rare that you get Ashton Dickens before he reaches the line of scrimmage.
Kind of lost his footing there.
So that'll be Lobos' ball at the 37-yard line.
Handoff.
Yep, handed off up the middle. And
Again, Trey Brown.
Yep, Trey Brown coming in from his safety position to help out. That's going to go for about 3 yards.
So that's going to bring up about 2nd and 7 coming up. They'll mark it 2nd and 6 on the scoreboard. 6:53 left to go here in the Changing Faces Academy first quarter. Here comes Richardson. Shotgun formation, almost in a pistol formation. Got a receiver up top, one to the bottom. Second possession of the game for the Lobos. That'll be a quick toss to the running back. Coming around the backside, and a big hit by Trey Brown. And Trent Holcomb coming in to help clean up.
Yeah, that was tackled by committee there. Gathen's got a hand on him to hold him up, and then Trey Brown and Holcomb both finished him off.
Yeah, that was Isaiah Hernandez, the running back for the Lobos.
They're going to say he just got back to the line of scrimmage.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
So far, this Lockhart defense has played well against this Lobos offense. We've yet to see the ball land in the hands of his favorite target, number 1, Noah Long.
He's down here, set up here at the far bottom.
Oh,
and the snap's going to get away from the quarterback. And just throwing it out.
I'm sure they're going to call for intentional grounding.
That's what I'm looking for, the flag. They're not. I guess he was outside the tackle box.
And it did make it past the line of scrimmage, just barely. That's going to bring up 4th down and 7. We'll see if maybe we see more of a punt return here.
Yeah, Michael Foster got into that backfield in a hurry and rushed the quarterback. Fortunate for the Lobos, Richardson was able to scoop it up without any issues and get that ball away because Michael Foster was breathing down his neck on that one.
He must also be a baseball player, right, Sarge? That's the baseball player's move.
Shortstop, that one's going to be high. And
Yeah, that swallows him up.
Richardson is not going to be able to do anything with this. Zakiah Gathings and Miguel Portillo double team. And Michael Foster comes in to help clean up. And the Lockhart Lions are in excellent field position.
Well, and they get the ball about 6 yards from where they turned it over to the Lobos, and they'll pick right back up on offense again.
I tell you what, I'm having a long talk with that snapper.
Well, and we saw the first punt wasn't the best punt either.
And ball's going to be marked at the 28-yard line.
Special teams.
So Dickens comes out, 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top, hands the ball off to My Time, and he'll bounce it around to the outside, cuts it back up the middle, breaking through some arm tackles, and dragging a couple of Lobos with them. All the way inside the 15 down to the 12.
Talk about grit and determination. Man.
16-yard run from My Time Gonzalez.
I don't
10
know
of those
if they
were
keep broken tackle,
10 of those were Lobos on his back.
I don't know if they keep broken tackle stats, but he racked a few up on that last run. And that's going to put the Lions well within the red zone.
At the 12, 1st down and 10. Lockhart can pick up a 1st down. And why not give it to My Time? He's going to be hitting the backfield, though, and he'll get dropped for a loss of yardage.
And that's some of what we saw in the first half last week of before Gonzalez really got going in the second half. It seemed that the ball would come with the defender, as it did right there.
That's a loss of 2 yards. As the Lockhart Lions are getting the play from Coach Gilbert, offensive coordinator for the Lockhart Lions. Lockhart Lions 14 yards away from putting points on the board. They hand off to Gonzalez, and he'll go right up the middle, sidesteps the defender, and he'll get it inside the 10 down to the 6.
And that'll bring up 3rd down and 5. Lockhart can get a first down without scoring. They'd be just inside the 1.
So big 3rd down coming up. Of course, this is going to be 4-down territory regardless, unless they want to trot Ocampo out. Of course, they're well within his range.
Big, heavy formation.
Heavy formation, double tight end.
And that'll be Gonzalez taking it over the right side, and he's going to be stuffed right around the line of scrimmage at the 6. So
that's the first time we've seen a goal line formation from the Lions.
And looks like Ocampo's coming in.
And Gage will be out there. Gage Deutsch is the holder. Trent Holcomb, the snapper, the deep snapper for the Lions. Of course, Ocampo had a lot of great things to talk about. Well, he mentioned Trent Holcomb and Gage Deutsch. So here goes Ocampo getting set up, looking for a 22-yard field goal attempt. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good.
Good
So the
job.
Lockhart Lions strike first and lead 3-0 over the Lehman Lobos. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
We know it can be hard to follow a dream, even harder to sustain one. However, at Changing Faces Barber Academy, we not only understand, but welcome those walking the path of their reveries. We make it our purpose to teach beyond just a skill set of cutting hair. In fact, we want to help with communication dexterity, give you the abilities to not only build clientele, but to be able to build off one. A good barber is the customer service he or she gives. And that is the mission here at Changing Faces Barber Academy. If you are interested in making a career of becoming a barber, you can visit our website at cfbarberacademy.com. Or stop on by at 900 Bug Lane Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas.
All right, and we are back as the Lockhart Lions strike first on a 22-yard field goal attempt by Omar Ocampo. And the Lockhart Lions lead by a score of 3-0 with 2:54 left to go here in the Changing Faces Academy first quarter. And Ocampo is going to be set to kick this one away. And here we go. The ball's going to be kicked deep. Going to be in and out of the hands of Noah Long. He's going to have to track back into the end zone where it'll be a touchback. In my opinion, it should be a safety if he touched it in the play of field before it went into the end zone, but it's going to be a touchback. But right now, let's get to what we have going on. We got a ride-along that we're giving away. 5 lucky Lion fans are going to be hitting the road, taking a ride in style to the final road game of the year as the Lockhart Lions take on the Piper Warriors on October 27, 2023. We do got 2 winners. We got 3 more to go. If you want to enter your name into this drawing, that'll take place in 2 weeks. All you got to do is in the comment section, type in ride-along 3, and your name will be automatically entered into that drawing. As Richardson is back in shotgun formation. Little high snap. Bobbles it once again. And it's going to be scooped up by number 14 and a big hit by Zakiah Gathings.
Gathings hits him and sends him almost to the track.
That's Zeke Holland coming up. I tell you what, Zeke Holland was right there on the spot because Richardson was unable to hang on to that and scoop it up. But Holland was able to get it, but paid for it with a hit from Zakiah Gathings.
2nd and 9.
That was probably the biggest hit of the season we've seen so far. That was a big one.
I'd match that one up with the one Ashton Dickens put on last week.
That was a big hit, too.
So we got a couple of big sticks out there. Of course, he got the big stick on her. So 3 receivers up top. Quick throw out to the far side. Catch is going to be made. Got some room to run.
Got the first down.
And he'll pick up a big first down as number 22, Ben Mendes, comes up with the stop.
And that's number 13, Trey Allen, the big 6'3" outside receiver.
Yeah, once again, if you want to enter your name into that drawing to take the ride in style, thanks to Texas Event Shuttle, owned by one former Lockhart Lion great, Curtis Hawkins. We're going to be able to ride in style to the final road game of the year. Looks like there was a penalty.
And that's going to go against the Lobos. That'll move them back.
Yeah, move them back 15 yards, close to where they almost started off at.
And that was the first, significant play for the Lobos.
What's the call here? Did he give us?
No, actually, they did not get the first down.
It had to be a personal foul because it moved more than.
No, legal procedure or something because they only marked. They went back 5 yards.
And
No
they
first
lost the
down in
down.
it. Yeah, second down and 15 now. Yeah, and once again, right along threes, the comment to write down to be entered the write-in style. And we got another ticket giveaway that we'll let you know here in a few minutes.
3 receivers to this side, 1 on top.
Yeah,
Pistol formation.
Richardson gets the snap, drops back, look to his left, throws right over the middle.
Ooh.
And incidental contact as that ball is going to be well over the head of the receiver. It was intended for Marquise Maldonado.
That was an awkward one.
Yes.
That incidental contact where both Trey Brown and the receiver, neither one of them was looking at each other, and they found each other in the middle of the field. That ball nowhere near catchable.
Like, were you supposed to be here?
Yeah.
Were you supposed to be here?
Luckily, both players bounced back up, and they're back in the huddle.
I think they surprised each other on that one.
Third down and 15 coming up for the Lobos.
Big down here for the Lobos.
Yeah, 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. That's going to be Noah Long as Quavon Reese will be guarding him. 1-on-1 here on the near side. High snap for Richardson once again. Throws out to here to Noah Long.
Oh, that face mask.
Face mask from Quavon Reese will be coming up. And unfortunately, instead of 4th down and 13, it's going to be 1st down and 10 after the face mask.
That's about as personal foul as they get, huh, Coach?
Yes.
Would he have had the first down if it had just been the catch?
No. He still. It was 3rd down and 15.
And Gathens was right there as well. Gathens continue to have helmet problems.
Well, if he stopped hitting so hard.
And we're going to get a shout out from Deanne Franco. Says, Go Lions. JD's listening from South Carolina on Facebook.
All right.
All right. There you go.
JD Franco, how are you doing, sir?
Welcome from South Carolina. Or as Rick Flair would like to say, South Kakalaki.
And so it'll be 3rd and long. That doesn't seem right.
No.
Ooh,
get away from the
tackle.
defender and misses one tackle and comes up, picks up a 1st down.
Great tackle by
I wonder if they had
Brown.
that. Referees really didn't give no indication of signal. I wonder if it's offsetting penalties.
Possibly.
But no. Either way, it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Lobos as they have the ball at the 38-yard line in their territory.
Great job by Trey Brown coming over the top
Again,
and helping Bart Key out there.
Textbook tackle there, TD.
2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Pistol formation, handoff to the deep man. He tries to cut it to the outside. Will cut it up the middle, and he'll be met by a host of Lions. And they're leading the stop will be number 7, Edward Mendoza, and number 45, Michael Foster. Yeah, Michael Foster's been a busy bee so far here in the first quarter.
2nd and 5.
So Lobos slowly moving the ball down the field. Have a couple of issues with the snap. None right there. That'll be a handoff going around the outside of number 28. He'll find some room.
Good
Great
run.
blocking, and here he goes down the far sideline to the 10, the 5, the end zone, and the Lobos find themselves in the lead.
Good speed there.
No flag on the field, and the Lobos 6-3.
And that'll be their longest run of the year, and we'll get them out of the negative category in rushing, as that one went for 57 yards.
Like one of the comments I said, keep your poise, regroup, and come back.
Well, and I told you guys the running back must have missed the bus for the last 2 games.
He showed up here. And it looks like that's, I believe that's Noah Long that's going to be kicking the extra point. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. So just like that, the Lobos take the lead, 7-3 over the Lockhart Lions. We're going to keep it right here. We've got a ticket giveaway. Every Lockhart Lion home game for the 2023 Lockhart Lion football season. 3 lucky Lion fans and their guests will be able to see the Lockhart Lions play for free, courtesy of Kent Riddle Properties on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. To enter the drawing, you must watch the Lockhart Lions football broadcast or any broadcast for the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, whether they play away or sub-varsity game on Thursday night, to get info on how to enter the ticket giveaway. We'll have 3 draw-ins in the same night, which we will have this Sunday during the Lions Roar podcast. We'll have 3 winners. Winner number 1 will get 2 free tickets. Winner number 3 will get 3 free tickets. And winner number 3 will get 4 free tickets. And all you got to do is in the comment section type in Lions Roar, and your name will be automatically entered into that drawing, which will be taking place this Sunday, and have your opportunity to win free tickets to go watch the Davenport Wolves come into Lions Stadium, take on the Lockhart Lions next Friday night, right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
And the Lions find themselves down 7-3 here. Not what I think was expected, but we'll see. Like Coach said, can they keep their composure and bounce back?
And we got Jordan Hayes Frohawk on the far side.
And Mr. Quavon Reese on the near.
Mr. Danger himself could take. This guy could take the ball to the end zone if given the right opportunity. And this one's going to be a high kick going towards the far side. That's going to be caught by number 3, Ethan Aguirre. And he'll bring it upfield, crosses the 25, down to the 29-yard line where the Lockhart Lions are going to take over, first down and 10. Well, looks like they're going to mark him at the 30 instead. Let's round it up.
Good 10-yard return.
50 seconds left in the first quarter.
And the Lockhart offense sputtered on a 4th down play where they were able to tackle Ashton Dickens in the backfield on the last series. They'll look to come out here and do a little bit better than that.
And here they come, 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. My Time in the backfield. Dickens drops back, looks for his first pass out to My Time, and he'll make the catch. Jukes a couple of defenders, and he'll get it down to the 40-yard line.
And takes a big hit there. That's going to be number 33, Jacob Vasquez, the middle linebacker.
So that'll go for a good first down, a 10-yard pass.
But if you can't hand it to My Time, go ahead and throw it to him.
Yes.
Yeah. And that was Dickens' first pass of the game, I believe.
And we're down to 22 seconds left to go. Looks like the Lockhart Lions will call one more play.
Gathen's in there at receiver.
And Gage Deutsch up at top with Ethan Aguirre. Trent Holcomb in motion. Hand off to My Time. He'll go around the right side. Cuts it up. And able to pick up about a yard. As the clock is going to wind down. And that's going to do it for the Changing Faces Academy first quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout. And we will be right back with the Shields AC and Heating second quarter right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
All right, we're back here with the start of the second quarter. The Lockhart Lions will have the ball second down and 9. As the Lions now will be traveling from left to right on your screen. And your Lehman Lobos will be traveling right to left. So after one quarter of play, the Lehman Lobos lead the Lockhart Lions by a score of 7-3. As we get set for the first play of the second quarter, the Shields AC and Heating. Dickens drops back, throws it deep. Got Gathings coming back forward, and that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I tell you what, Gathings had 3 steps on his man. If that ball leads him just a little bit, it is gone for 6.
Great throw by Dickens.
Yeah, I noticed at the very beginning of that play that the cornerbacks for the Lobos showing no respect for either of the outside receivers. They're right there just 3 yards off them looking to bump and run, which means they think they've got the speed to run with them. Gathings ran right by him on that one.
Well, I think they'll show a little bit more respect after that one right there.
You can already see that they've softened up on the very next play.
So that's going to bring up third down and 9 for the Lions. Dickens drops back, looks to his right.
Oh, receiver slipped and fell.
Trying to get it out to Gathings, and Coach mentioned he did slip on the turf.
Turf Monster came right up and got him, and he knows that he wanted that one too.
Yeah, that's going to bring up 4th down and 10, and Omar Ocampo will be coming in to punt the ball away.
That was a great play call there, Coach. They
Yes,
worked him right to the sticks and worked him out. Unfortunately, lost his footing there, but good play call there by Coach Gilbert. Definitely the right one. Change out the cleats like they used to do in the NFL. They're changing them out for the longer ones.
Lockhart Lions are short one defender out there.
Timeout.
And they're going to have to burn a timeout.
Oh, no. That man short.
And while they'll take a timeout, we'll take a quick timeout too, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sport broadcast.
If you are having automotive issues, take your vehicle to Car Care Automotive located at 7000 FM 1327 Suite 4 in Austin, Texas. Head mechanic and owner Alex Juarez has over 30 years of experience. From diagnostics, AC repair and brakes, to rebuilding engines and transmissions. Car Care Automotive is the place to go to get you off your feet and your car back on the street. Call 512-945-8105 for more information.
And we are back from the Lockhart Line timeout. It is still 4th and 9 with 11:47 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter.
Campo's got just the right amount of room to put the full boot into this one.
Good snap right back to him, and it's going to be a nice spiral. And that's going to be fielded right around the 26-yard line. And great job by the Lockhart Lions special teams. As Trey Brown was the first man down there.
A young man had to pay the toll on for catching that ball there. He got hit several times in one play before he went down.
Number 5 on the finishing tackle.
That's Aiden Scott. Of course, Aiden was the defensive player of the game. One Ghost Fitness defensive player of the game. And speaking of One Ghost Fitness, want to give them a big shout out. They're watching the game at home. Another big shout out to Hector Rodriguez.
Lockhart needs a takeaway right here.
Yes, they do. Time to step up.
Yeah, Richardson gets the snap, drops back, looking to throw towards the right side, and
Good catch.
Noah Long makes the catch and gets away from Zakiah Gathings, who tried to lay the big boom on him. And Edward Mendoza comes up with the tackle. So a big first down for the Lehman Lobos, all the way down to the 40-yard line. Yeah, 40-yard line in Lobo territory.
The
inside handoff to number 6, and he takes a big hit, spins around, and he'll pick up about 7. That's going to be Isaiah Hernandez on the carry. So second out and 3 coming up. Lehman Lobos moving the ball.
And the pistol.
Hand off. This time Richardson keeps it, and he's not fooling Gathings, as Gathings is there to pull him down.
And that'll be his second sack of the game.
Yeah. Trent Holcomb also in there on the stop.
Brings up a big third down.
As well as number 45, once again, Michael Foster. Looking to get some sack time. And that's going to bring up third down and 5 after the 2-yard loss on the sack. Lobos got 3 receivers here to the near side, 1 up top. That's going to be Noah Long, the main target for Richardson. He'll get the snap. Quick throw down here to the near side. Catch is going to be made by number 13, and he'll pick up a big first down as Trey Brown and Portillo come in to make the stop. That's going to be Trey Allen on the reception. So the chains will move as the ball gets placed at the 48-yard line in Lion territory. Pistol formation. Richardson gets the snap, hands off to Hernandez, and he'll find the gap through the line, and he'll pick up about 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And big hole there for Hernandez to run through.
Yeah, great job by the offensive line of the Lobos.
Good job of coming off the ball.
Yeah, Lobos slowly, methodically moving the ball down the field. Couple runs, couple passes. Not taking a deep shot down the field yet. See a little bit more of a tighter formation here. Maybe look to get a rub route going.
And Richardson rolls around looking for Noah Long, throws it over the middle
Incomplete.
to the right side, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Trey Allen.
And great job by the Lockhart defensive line as all three of them were coming after him, getting pressure on the quarterback.
Aiden Scott with the coverage.
With Foster, Staten, and Holcomb, all three were just in his face. And that's great when you can rush three and drop the rest and still get pressure. That's awesome.
3rd and 3.
Richardson, man in motion, hands the ball off to Hernandez.
Oh, he's got
And
enough.
Hernandez will pick up the first down and
Still
more as
going.
he keeps breaking arm tackles, and Aiden Scott has to bring him down at the 30-yard line. Nice run by Isaiah Hernandez.
And Lobos move the chains again.
Just when you think you have them stopped, they pick up a first down.
As we see Braden Martinez, the caveman, coming into the game.
Also in there right now is Santi Guerra, linebacker.
Quick handoff coming around the near side, going around the far side. And that's going to be good for about 6 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
Second down.
Or 2nd down and 4, excuse me. Ball is going to be at the 24-yard line.
Lockhart defense really needs to stiffen up here and slow down this Lobos offense. I mean, not only are they moving the ball, but they're eating the clock up, and the Lobos do lead the Lions 7-3.
Yeah, Lockhart Lions do get to receive the kickoff for the second half.
We've been out there too long, TD.
Yep, I did not expect this low-scoring affair either.
So pistol formation once again for the Lobos. Richardson in shotgun. Drops back, looking over the middle, throws it out there, and that catch is going to be made by Noah Long at the 16, and that's going to bring up another first down.
Well, that's a big matchup to watch. I mean, that's best on best with Reese covering Long out there on the top, and a lot of time he's manned up by himself. I saw another player there, Santi Guerra, doing a great job covering his man. Thought his man was the intended receiver at first there.
So first down and 10 for the Lobos. Handoff to Hernandez up the middle.
Still on his
And
feet.
he was on his
He's gonna
feet and
walk
into
in.
the end zone for a touchdown for the Lobos.
And, yep, just like that, Lobos getting the end zone again. There's the rushing game. Hadn't seen it all year. Like I said, maybe he missed the bus the last couple games. They did not have any rushing stats hardly on max preps.
So Hernandez gets it into the end zone. And the Lobos with the 13-3 lead. As we have number 99 coming in to kick the extra point. That's going to be Edgar Garcia. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up. And it is good. So with that, it is now Lobos 14, Lockhart Lions 3. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
All right, and we are back after the Lehman Lobo touchdown. Extra point is good. Lobos lead the Lockhart Lions with 6:49 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter by a score of 14-3. Only points on the board for the Lockhart Lions with a 22-yard field goal by Omar Ocampo in the first quarter.
Well, Coach, Lockhart needs a spark right here, like you talked about. Stay disciplined and stay focused and keep playing. But Lockhart sure needs a spark, as right now Lehman has all the momentum.
Yes, they do. And Lehman is hungry because they're 0 for it this year.
And
have not won the game.
And after this kick, we'll have a couple of shout-outs that we'll get to. Try and get to as many as possible. as Garcia looks to kick the ball away. And he's going to kick it deep. It'll go over the head.
Touchback.
And out of the end zone. And we'll keep it right here. Of course, we got a couple of shout-outs that we like to give up. Mr. Cuellar, Robert Cuellar, says, y'all are sounding good, fellas. Thank you very much. Darrell Thomas, Coach T, good luck, Lions, 48 minutes.
Coach T, these guys out here modulating. That's what Coach T used to say. Y'all just out here modulating.
Chris L. Cruz Jaimes, Trey Brown, you are on fire.
Yes, he is. He's had a great first half. And Lockhart offense heading back out onto the field where they'll take the ball over at the 25.
Yeah, Sylvia Martinez, our first winner of the Ride in Style, says, go Lions, go. Hand off to Gonzalez. He'll bounce it around to the outside, and he'll pick up about 4 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Well, and the biggest thing the Lions got going for him is you know that Mr. My Time's good for at least 200 yards and 2 or 3 touchdowns in the second half as well. He said last week he feels like he gets better as the game goes on. And he definitely did that last week, and we're going to need it again here tonight.
It's a 3-yard gain by My Time. Yeah, hand off right up the middle again. And My Time will be spun around down to the 34. That'll be a yard short of a first down.
Yeah, good for another 6.
And, of course, a big shout-out to my number one fan, my mother, Connie Novato, says, go Lions, go. Jessica Whittaker, let's go Lions. Whitaker says, let's go Lions. Scott Smith, Tyler Stevenson is a bad boy. 3rd down and 1 coming up, and it's going to be a free play. Offsides on the defense.
And Deutsch is open.
And they're going to stop the play. Oh, my goodness, as Gage Deutsch is streaking down the far sideline.
And he had his man beat. Ashton Dickens did exactly what he wanted. The only problem is they touched the lineman when they jumped across.
So that's why they blew the whistle. Oh, my goodness.
Tough.
Well, what could have been 7 points only gets you a couple yards.
And a first down, though. But
yeah,
I'm pretty sure Coach Mabus would rather have the 6 than the 5.
Well, and Gage Deutsch beat his man. We saw Gathings on the outside beat his man and get wide open earlier. Maybe look for Lockhart to start taking some more shots down the field.
Randall Mendoza says, how's it going? Let's go, Lockhart. First down and 10 for the Lions. Inside handoff to Gonzalez. Got some room to run. Breaks through some arm tackles down to the 49.
1 tackle.
He's getting pumped up. He's building. He's charging. He's getting ready. He says, give me the ball, Coach.
10 yards and a first down.
I think, Coach, great time for a play-action pass.
Yes, it would be.
Dropping back. Looking to his up the middle. Keeps it himself, and Ashton Dickens will get it back to the line of scrimmage.
And nobody open on that one as he went through all his progressions, and they were all covered up in blue. Good job by the secondary of Lehman Lobos to keep the Lockhart receivers covered.
So no gain on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Dickens with the snap, hands it off, or keeps it. RPO, and he'll pick up 2 yards as he gets the ball into Lehman territory.
And that's number 5, Sebastian Zambrano on the tackle, the senior. So Lockhart will face a long 3rd down here, ball just inside the 50-yard line. 4 minutes and 3 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
3rd and 8.
Yeah, Roman one deep says, good job, Lobos. Let's go. Good to see we got Lobo fans tuning in. Want to welcome y'all. Another offside penalty. This time they're going to let it go. And it's going to Caden Mavis, and that's going to be over his head.
And Deutsch was all by himself out in the middle of the field, wide open. Looked like his man had given up on him.
And this kind of stunts me because the defense went off sides and touched the offensive lineman, but they let this one go as opposed to the last one.
Lacking a little consistency, but that'll bring up 3rd down and 3, a much more manageable 3rd down. especially with Mr. Gonzalez running how he has.
All right, so 3rd and 3 coming up. 3:47 left to go for the Shields AC and Heating second quarter.
Stack the box.
Yeah, inside handoff to My Time, and he'll get it. He'll pick up a yard.
It's going to be tough.
That's going to make it 4th down and 2.
Well, the Lobos defensive coordinator, great job there on the play call as he stacked 8 or 9 men in the box right there at the last minute, and every hole was closed up. Nowhere for Nathaniel Gonzalez to go with that one.
This will be a great time for a power run by Ashton Dickens.
And that's what we've seen the most in this situation is quarterback power.
Got to get the first down here. Big down.
That'll be My Time. You can't stop him every time, and he'll get across the 40 down to the 39 for a Lockhart Lion first down.
Renewed life for the Lions inside the 40-yard line. And that's what the Lions needed.
Still have 2:58 and running on the clock.
This is going to be the 8th play of the drive for the Lockhart Lions. They'll fake the handoff to My Time. Ashton Dickens will drop back, and that one's going to be tipped by number 24, Ricardo Burr of the Lobos.
Great play action, but he was not fooled. He stayed at home.
Once again, want to welcome all you Lockhart Lion fans and Lobo fans that may be tuning in and watching, whether it's going to be on the Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. Welcome to the broadcast. Hope you enjoyed today's football game. Lehman Lobos with 2:40 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter, leading the Lockhart Lions by a score of 14-3, but the Lions are driving down the field. 2nd down and 10 at the 39-yard line. Inside handoff to My Time, and he'll get it across the 35, swung around out to the 33.
6 yards in a hurry. He hit that hole with a full head of steam. Another 3rd and manageable for the Lions.
3rd and 4.
As the clock continues to wind down, looks like the Lockhart Lions in a little bit of a hurry-up offense. Not too much of a rush, though. And that one's going to be off sides and dropping back. Throwing it down towards the far sideline to Gage Deutsch, and that's going to be incomplete.
And Noah Long on the coverage, playing both ways for the Lobos.
That's going to be off sides. The 5-yard penalty will give the Lockhart Lions the first down. And that's one thing that we've saw the last couple of weeks, TD, is Ashton Dickens changing up the snap count.
Well, that's just his experience and senior leadership, and we've seen him do it. I mean, a lot last year. I mean, even did it back when we had Tay Andrews as a sophomore. That was always a big go-to on an offsides jump. He was putting it up deep for Tay Andrews.
So the ball's going to
doing a good job with it.
Oh, yeah, the ball's going to be placed at the 28-yard line. First down and 10 for the Lions. 2:07 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. Quarterback keeper by Dickens all the way around the left side. Stiffs arm a defender is going to be brought down.
Got a face mask.
Yeah, going to have a face mask attack on the end, and what a great play call there. The Lehman defensive coordinator shifting the defense out, looking for him to hand the ball off up the middle to Nathaniel, and instead calls his own number, gets outside, and gets a first down and gets Lockhart inside the red zone. Personal foul penalty.
Lehman coaches thought it was against Aston, but no, it's against the Lobos.
So after a 12-yard pickup, they'll tack on the penalty.
That'll be first and goal from the 7.
Half the distance to the goal line.
First and goal at the 7.
We got two receivers, Frohawk and Aguirre here on the bottom.
Timeout, Lobos.
And a wise timeout by the Lobos. And while they'll take the timeout, we'll take a timeout too. And we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast. And we are back coming from the Lockhart line, or the Lehman Lobo timeout, where it is first down and goal to go for the Lions at the 7-yard line. Check that, make that the 8-yard line. My time with the handoff up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 5 down to the 3. It'll be a 5-yard pickup. That'll bring up second down and goal to go from the 3-yard line.
I'm glad they're going quick.
Well, as the clock moving down with 1:50 left to go before halftime. Dickens drops back, looking to throw. Decides to keep it, runs it around the right side. Bulldozes over a Lobo and into the end zone for a Lockhart Lion touchdown.
What a great run there by Ashton Dickens. As he put his head down, and I mean, God, you don't see quarterbacks do that for their team that often, but he put his head down and he went for it and he got it and put sorely needed 6 points up on the board for Lockhart.
You know, little by little, we're seeing the Ashton of last year, because this, what we saw just now, he did that all last year. And I think they got him in a cage, in a glass cage, and said break if needed. As we go for the extra point try. Ocampo out. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is blocked.
Oh, no.
And that'll go into the end zone. So that'll make the score. Lobos 14, Lockhart Lions 9. And we'll take another quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Richie 360 Photo Booth Rentals is your one-stop shop for your next event. Whether it's weddings, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, and more. You can have the best of both worlds with our 360 video booth and mini booth mirror. The 360 Photo Booth is a revolutionary next-level photo booth experience. The revolving camera surrounds attendees, capturing a 360-degree slow-motion movie that your guests will remember forever. Here at Richie 360 Photo Booth, this is where moments turn into memories. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, after the Lockhart Lion touchdown and the blocked extra point, it is Lehman Lobos 14, Lockhart Lions 9 with 1:27 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter before we head on to the Kreitz Market halftime show. After the kickoff, we'll have district game scores for you throughout District 13, 5A Division 2. As Ocampo is going to be kicking the ball away. It's going to be a high kick, which will be fielded around the 21-yard line by number 8. And coming up to make the stop is going to be Santi Guerra. And around District 13, 5A Division 2. Of course, last night, Buda Hayes defeated the Cedar Creek Eagles 35-14. It is the Piper Warriors 16, Davenport 3 at Davenport High School. At Georgetown, the Liberty Hill Panthers 17, Georgetown Eagles 21. Kerrville Tybee trailing the Fredericksburg Battling Billies by a score of 12-7.
Let's go, Tybee. I got my they're one of my picks this week.
Veterans Memorial 13, MacArthur Brahma 0. And if you're a Luling Eagle fan or like to know the score, they have not yet posted the score yet, but here comes the Lehman Lobos, first down and 10 at the 31. Richardson gets the snap, draws back, looking to throw down the right side. Michael Polster brings down his backside and has to hurry up and throw it out there and almost picked off.
Incomplete.
I'm telling you, that's when one of the times when he is most dangerous, Sarge, is when he's on the run like that.
And great job by Trey Brown on the far side. Knocking that one down. Almost looked like he was looking to pick that one off.
Yeah, he definitely broke hard on the ball on that play.
But great job by Foster and Staten.
There was really only two rushing, and they both got through.
So a little miscommunication on the offense right now. 1:14 left to go. Richardson gets the snap, drops back, looks to his right, got pressure right in front of him. The catch is going to be made, and it's going to be a foot race down to the far sideline and into the end zone. Oh, out of bounds at the 1. That's going to be Amir Washington with the catch and run. And the defender slipped on the play, giving the Washington the wide open room to run. So the Lobos have the ball at the 1 yard line. First down and go to go from there with 1:02 left to go in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter.
And they're inside the 1, and that's at quarterback sneak distance for me.
They're in the pistol.
Got a receiver up top, one to the bottom, man in motion, hand off to the running back. And he's going to scoot into the end zone for another Lobo touchdown. That's going to be number 28, Mo Bayo.
And so Lehman coming out here and shocking the Lions, pinning the extra point. It'll be 21-9.
And Edgar Garcia coming in to kick the extra point. Snap is back to hold us down. The kick is up. And it is right through the uprights. And just when the Lockhart Lions had closed the gap to 5, the Lehman Lobos.
And Lockhart will have a minute to work with when they get the ball back, which is, really plenty of time for our offense. Looks like Lockhart still has 2 timeouts remaining. They'll be able to use those as well. And then Lockhart does get the ball to start the second half. But, Coach, I'd say right here you got to get some points back on the board.
Yes.
We were in that situation a minute ago, but, yeah. Minimum you got to get field goal range.
Every Thursday you work that 2-minute offense. Well, put it to work right now.
Yeah, and right now you have to cut that time in half because they'll have a 1-minute offense to work with.
And they'll be looking to get probably to about, say, the 40 or the 37, 38-yard line to be well within Ocampo's range.
And back deep will be Quavon Reese and Jordan Roja. Somewhat of a shocker so far, gentlemen.
Yep.
The 0-2 Lehman Lobos showing that that's not going to be an easy W. The Lockhart Lions going to have to work for it. And, of course, being down 21-9 with 58 seconds left to go.
And it is always hard to fight from behind because you got to catch them to go ahead of them. We'll see. He hasn't had a chance to return the last 2.
That one's going to be kicked deep as Frohock will catch it at his 1 yard line. He'll bring it upfield. Has some room to run with blockers in front of him coming around the edge. And finally going to be brought down after a long return down to the 39-yard line.
Great block out on the edge by Quavon Reese to give him the last 10 yards. Oh, looks like some extracurriculars as we got flags out there.
We'll see who the flag's going to go against.
I think it's going to be thrown from the way the players were reacting. Looked like they may have thrown it on their kicker, number 99. Because he had several of his own players dragging him to the sideline, and looks like Coach wants to talk to him. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Lobos, so that'll move it another 15 yards. So the Lions will just be, really a little more than a first down will get them into field goal range.
Got a couple of shout-outs, people that are tuning in and watching. Sierra Hinojosa, thank you for tuning in. Crisel Cruz Jaimes, of course. Beltran Sustai Janie, I hope I said it correctly. Eric T. Alexander. And Jeffrey Michelson, one of the guys that helped start or keep the broadcast going when it was Lion Country Broadcast Network. Want to thank you for tuning in, sir, and everything that you've done for broadcasting for Lockhart Lion Sports throughout the years. As we get set, first down and 10 for the Lockhart Lions. Ball is at the 44-yard line in Lobo territory after the penalty.
Oh, no.
And that one's going to be, looks like that was going to be a backside draw, but nothing full in number 7.
Adrian Westmoreland, he was there the whole time. He was in Ashton's pocket as he handed it off.
They were waiting for that, TD.
Well, that's the first time that we've seen that play as well.
So that's going to be a 6-yard loss. Second down and 6 coming up. Dickens dropping back, has to roll back around his right side. Will keep it, runs it across midfield, and he'll run out of bounds wisely to stop the time as he'll be ran out at the 43-yard line.
Saving the timeout.
And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Lions.
And Ocampo said that he has been good from 56 out. Dickens gets the snap, draws back, looks to his left.
Oh.
And has to throw it at the feet of My Time, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 7.
Well, I tell you what, this would be a...
Are they going to punt? Because Ashton came off the field.
Yeah.
They're acting like it was already 4th down. Oh, it's a Wildcat formation.
Well,
no, okay, Ocampo, yeah.
Here comes Ocampo. They're going to punt. Look for a fake here, guys. No, he's going to kick it.
And that's going to be booted. It'll take a bounce at the 19-yard line, and it'll keep rolling and finally come to a halt at the 22-yard line, where the Lobos are going to take over with 2 seconds left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter.
I like the call there and I like the composure. You know, it shows that coach isn't worried. You know, let's get off the field, not anything else crazy happening. Go in, make our adjustments at halftime, just like they did last week, and expect to see Lockhart come out swinging in the second half as they will receive the opening kick.
Yeah, I don't know if the Lobos are going to come out. Yeah, they're going to come out just to kneel it down, or what it appears to be.
I'd drop a guy back deep just in case.
Yeah, and that's going to do it as Richardson will kneel the ball down, and that's going to do it for the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. As we head off into the Kreitz Market halftime show, we're going to take a listen to both bands as they perform here from Bob Shelton Stadium. But right now we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with the Kreitz Market halftime show right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to KreitzMarket.com. That's www.KreitzMarket.com.
here so the kids can see how we run things up here.
This week, level 4 performing the Jazz beat routine to
And that was the sweet sounds of the Lockhart Lion Roaring Band as they took the field. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back as the Lehman Lobos get set up right here on the Kreitz Market halftime show, right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to KreitzMarket.com. That's www.KreitzMarket.com.
And we are back, and here you go with some more of the Kreitz Market halftime show right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. The Lockhart Lions Roaring Band just took the field, and here comes the Lehman Lobo marching band. So sit back, relax, and continue to enjoy the Kreitz Market halftime show right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
42-0. I got Piper to win that one too.
Liberty Hill 24, Georgetown 20.
I got Liberty Hill to beat Georgetown this time.
Kerrville 7, Craigville 12. I got Kerrville.
I got Kerrville too.
Gonzalez over Veterans Memorial 19. Parker 7.
I got better.
6
Color guard member of the week is Aliana Martinez. Section of the week is the clarinet.
Round what? 42. Back from
The Lobo Band would like to wish the Lockhart Lion Band the best of luck in this year's marching and contest season.
Todd, you can get it together. I'll be undefeated this week. If everything holds true.
Can't be that good. I tell you what, Blanca, you know how she picks hers? She goes side to side.
Yeah, I saw it at Hayes.
She went, I told her, you practically went from dead last to tied the first.
What about the Canyon and New Braunfels game? I have the unicorn for that one.
I'll check on that.
Yeah, I bet nobody checked Nebraska.
Lumen 28, Austin Eastside 0. That's at halftime.
All right. I saw Lillian on the way
Tonight,
up.
the Lehman Band is proud to present the first half of our UIL competition show with music from John Legend and Johann Sebastian Bach and featuring soloists Emma Gunn, Kaya Miller, Debbie Ramirez, Giovanni Martinez.
That's good parenting right there. That's excellent parenting.
We hope you will enjoy our show entitled Outside the Box.
Unicorns 21, Canyon 19. That's at halftime.
Yeah, so I'm close. I just need Liberty Hill to beat Georgetown and Tiger to turn out. Those are the two where I think I might be in danger. But I don't see Georgetown even over a 6A spot soon beating Liberty Hill. That attrition gets you.
Well, unofficially, 16 carries for 72 yards for Gonzalez. And Ashton 7 for 36 and one team. That one pass completion for 1 yard. I think right now man, I tell you what, that one touchdown that was called back earlier.
Yeah, it was
That one. Yeah, and that one touchdown, Jackson and State were both.
I talked to his dad. He said his stomach was kind of hurting earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, he might just be a little sick. His dad was saying the same thing. He said, I was about this far from walking down on that field. He said,
That's a different type of STM infection.
But his dad got no pity. His dad, he's like, no, you gotta figure it out right now. He ain't like, oh, my poor baby. He's like, yeah, you
better swallow it.
That's it. Get in there.
It tastes better going down the second time.
Man, I think when I went to the restaurant, I saw as many people that I know as I see at the Lockhart game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, just about everybody from Lockhart made the trip. I mean, yeah, we're pretty much, well, we're full up. A lot of people still down.
Yo. And we're back. We got about 90 seconds left to go in the Christ Market halftime show right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Let's go through a couple of giveaways. And right now we got the ride in style to the Lockhart Lions final road game of the year against the Piper Warriors on October 27, 2023. To enter this drawing, all you got to do is type in the comment section right along 3, and your name will be automatically entered into that drawing. To join 2 lucky line winners that are already in the ride in style with us. Thanks to Texas Defense Shuttle and Curtis Hawkins, former Lockhart Lion great. All you got to do is comment. Right in, man.
Right along 3.
Right along 3, there we go. Right along 3 in the comment section. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead and do it right now. And, of course, we got a ticket giveaway that we'll be drawing this weekend on Sunday at 3 p.m. during the Lions Roar podcast for free tickets to next week's home game as the Davenport Wolves come into town to take on the Lockhart Lions. We'll have 3 lucky line winners. First winner will win 2 free tickets. The second winner, 3 free tickets. And the third winner, 4 free tickets. All courtesy of Kent Rental Properties and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. All you got to do is comment in the comment section, Lions Roar, and your name will be automatically entered into that drawing. But speaking of Davenport Wolves, let's take you through the district scores of District 13 5A Division II. Cedar Creek Eagles lost to the Hayes Hawks right here at Bob Shelton Stadium last night, 35-14. And it is almost halftime in Davenport. The Piper Warriors 16, Davenport Wolves 10. It is halftime at Georgetown as the Liberty Hill Panthers trail 24-28 going into halftime. At Fredericksburg, it is the Battling Billies now trailing by 2. And that's beginning at the third quarter. Kerrville Tivy 14. Fredericksburg Battling Billies 12.
Tivy fight never dies.
That's right. That's right.
And San Antonio Veterans Memorial and MacArthur Brahmas are at halftime. 19-7, though. The Veterans Memorial is in the lead, the Patriots. And at Memorial Stadium, it is Round Rock Westwood and the Bastrop Bears battle of 2-0 teams. Right now is the beginning of the third quarter. Westwood Warriors 42, Bastrop Bears 0. And the Luling Eagles playing their first game at House Park in Austin, Texas against Austin Eastside Panthers. The Luling Eagles comfortable in the lead, 26-0 at halftime as the Lockhart Lions come out of their tunnel. Gentlemen, Coach, we'll start with you. What are you telling your Lockhart Lions in halftime?
Keep your poise. Keep your poise. We've got a whole second half. We just got to get it together and execute on offense, make some tackles on defense, and before you know it, we're going to be back in the ballgame, guys.
TD?
Well, I'm telling them you better fix it. You better fix it quick, or these Lobos are going to kick your butts trying to get some motivation into these guys, because the Lobos have, for the better part of the first half, they controlled the football, controlled the pace of the game, and controlled the clock. All 3 things Lockhart cannot allow them to do here in the second half. The good thing is Lockhart will start out on offense. Lockhart has been kind of a second-half team so far this year. They came back in the first game of the year against San Antonio Southwest, just kind of ran out of time there at the end. And then, of course, last week had the huge second half there at homecoming at home. So I look for some fireworks out of Lockhart here in the second half, but they got to come out swinging.
Yeah, started the second half last week with a 16-play drive. 11 of those were touched by My Time Gonzalez. And the Lockhart Lions do receive the second half kickoff.
Sarge, I'd like to give a shout-out to My Time's grandmother, who's watching all the way from Stephenville, Texas. She posted on Facebook that she's watching our broadcast.
I still need one of those shirts his mom made. So you'll have Reese and Frohock will be back deep to receive it.
We've yet to see Reese return the kick today. And as we mentioned, if Lockhart Lions going to make a move, they're going to have to make the move now to start the second half. And
like you said earlier, Reese is capable of breaking one. All he needs is a little lane and a little room to get going.
Yeah, Frohock had a nice return. Brought it all the way down to the 40-yard line. Picked up about 39 yards on the return to end the first half. And this one's going to be onside kick. It's going to be fielded by the Lobos. And definitely caught the Lions off guard on that.
It looked like a couple of Lions players said, the guys behind us will get it. That was a mistake. And the Lobos will get the ball here to start the second half.
Ball's going to be
Killer.
at the 46-yard line. And that was well placed by Garcia, Edgar Garcia.
It sure was. Took that perfect kind of hop. Couple lines. Looked like they could have had a chance at it, but kind of thought the guys behind them were closer than they were.
So the Lockhart Lions going to have to start on defense instead of offense and come up with a big stop. First down and 10. Ball is at the 46 in line territory. Richardson gets the snap, drops back, throws deep down the near side.
Ooh,
Got Noah Long.
Ooh, face mask. Didn't call it, though.
And gets as Quavon Reese got away with a face mask, and Noah Long picks up the big gain down to the 25-yard line. First and 10 for the Lobos.
And Lobos strike right away.
So first and 10, pistol formation for the Lobos. Richardson gets the snap, hands it off to Hernandez, and Gaffney comes in.
There he goes.
Strips the ball, and the Lockhart Lions come up with a turnover as Aiden Scott comes up with the ball.
Zakai Gathin's doing what he does. He shot that gap, and he chose to go right after that ball, and it pays off big for the Lockhart Lions.
And Aiden Scott will be heading over to the gong as Santi Guerra, or actually they're going to give it to Gathings, and he's going to take a whack at it. The turnover gong.
And we saw Gathins do that over and over again last year. He got a bit of a nose for the football in those run plays, and sure enough, he comes up big in a moment when his team needed a big play.
That might be the play of the game there, TD, to see what happens here, but that was a big turning point there.
And all that's going to determine on how the Lockhart Lions come out on this drive. They're going to definitely need to put points on the board. You know, right now we still got a lot of football left to go, so 3 points will be good. But I tell you what, 7 sounds a lot better.
7, 14, 21. We'll take all we can get.
Like old coaches tell me, no more Mr. Nice Guy.
And I tell you what, there was no nice guy in Gathings in that one.
There was not, man. He came with intent. That is a football play by a football player right there.
I tell you what, in most states, he'd have been arrested for that robbery right there.
I tell you what he did. He took it from him. And here comes Dickens and the offense back out on the field again.
They're first and 10, 3 receivers up top at the 30-yard line. Inside handoff to My Time Gonzalez, bounces around, down to the 35.
Very workman-like 5 yards. Well, I tell you what, the first man never seems to get him, does he? It's always the third man there. Does a great job of making that first man miss.
Yeah, got a couple of official stats. The only official stats on the offense for the Lockhart Lions. My Time Gonzalez with 16 carries, 72 yards. And Ashton Dickens, 7 carries for 36 yards and a TD. And My Time Gonzalez with the carry, crosses the 40-yard line and more. Keeps going forward, keep going, all the way down to the 49-yard line on a 14-yard pickup.
Well, give him 14 and give 73, 68, 75. Give them about 11 on that one. Because they did. They grabbed a hold of him and pushed him forward. He kept those legs driving. And just like I talked about, that first man cannot bring him down.
And I tell you what, those linemen love those scrums right there.
They do.
Because it's like they're carrying the ball on that one.
Gonzalez is about the biggest 170-pounder you've ever seen when he runs that ball.
Yeah. Inside handoff once again to Gonzalez, finding his spot, gets across the 50, and once again continuing to push forward. And this time they'll blow the play dead with forward progress going all the way to the 48-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 3 for Gonzalez.
And Lockhart pulls one of the tight ends and brings in Frohock at receiver. So Lockhart will have 3 receivers on this upcoming play. Foster's in there as the other tight end.
That's the first time we'll see him on the offensive side of things here tonight. Second down and 7 coming up. Dickens with the keeper going around the right side. Nice block by Gonzalez. He'll get out to the 40. First down and more before he's finally ran out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
And that's the Ashton Dickens we know right there. Doing it with his feet, picking up a first down for his team and marching him towards that end zone.
You could tell that was coming, TD, by giving the ball to Gonzalez, okay, or time for the quarterback.
It's almost like a play action of its own, just run it with someone different.
And I'm pretty sure the Lobos did their homework as the Lions had 16 play drive coming out of the second half.
And the Lions had the Lobos on their heels here.
So 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Hand off to Gonzalez up the middle. Big hole for up the middle. Out to the 25. Spins around to the 20. Got the block on the edge. 10, 5, into the end zone. Touchdown for My Time Gonzalez.
And give Mr. My Time another 4 broken tackles on that play. The young man is just impossible to bring down.
36-yard touchdown run by My Time Gonzalez.
And great job out there on the perimeter by the freshman Frohawk, throwing a block out there to spring him.
Great block there by a freshman.
And the confetti's flying from the student and band section here at Lockhart.
I tell you what, guys, we really, really needed that.
Yeah, 21-15. Now Lockhart has had 1 extra point blocked.
Going for 2.
They sure are, as Dickens is in shotgun formation. My Time offset to the left side. Dickens with the carry up the middle.
Ooh.
And he'll get the forward push into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good.
And Lockhart reels him back into within 6.
And once again, give it to the front line on that one right there for the 2-point conversion, TD. Dickens with the 2-yard rush.
And talk
the
about
offensive line with a 1-yard rush.
Talk about a momentum swing there. You know, the Lobos went in at halftime with all the momentum. They come out, onside kick, take the wind out of our sails again. Big fumble caused by Zakai Gathens, and the offense pays him by moving it down the field and putting 8 points up on the board.
And that's what we talked about. Coach said that could be the play of the game right there, but it all determined on what the Lockhart Lions are going to do offensively. And what they do, they march the ball down the field, ended with a 36-yard touchdown run by My Time Gonzalez. Extra 2-point conversion is good, and the score is now 21-17 as the Lockharts trail by 4. And Ocampo is going to be set up. Should we see an onside trickery of our own?
They've got quite a few guys up close. And they'll spread on out.
I'd say why not? There's a nice little gap right there in the middle. Of course, you got Quavon Reese here on the near side. As Ocampo will step into it. And he'll kick it away. That one's going to be fielded right around the 2-yard line by Noah Long. He'll bring it upfield, and he's going to be brought down at the 15-yard line on a great tackle from his knees at that. Who was that? Ben Mendez with the tackle.
Yeah, and Aiden Scott getting in there as well. And they'll take over on the 15-yard line. So good job of special teams for Lockhart. Coach, special teams can be huge in games like this, right?
Just
5 yards of field position is big. And so Lockhart defense didn't take them long to get the ball back last time. They'll be back out on the field again. Staten's back in there as well.
Yeah, the Lobos lined up. Here's the formation. Richardson gets the snap. Misdirection handoff to number 4, and he'll pick up some nice yards before finally being brought down from behind by number 56, Joseph Blue.
Great speed shown by the defensive lineman there to run the running back down from behind.
Yeah, it was Marquise Maldonado.
Saved him from having a big gain.
Lobos pick up a first down.
And they'll have the ball out towards the 22-yard line, 21-yard line in Lobo territory.
We need another turnover here, TD.
Let's dial it up. Let me get on the horn, Coach. And got a receiver up top, one to the bottom. Little miscommunication in the backfield as running backs will be split. Richardson gets the snap, drops back, throws over here to Noah Long. Quick slant, nice catch and run.
Gathens just trying to strip that ball again.
And gets it all the way across the 50-yard line down to the 47, where it's going to be another big first down gain for the Lobos. And Richardson's number 1 target comes up with another big first down.
Yeah, his number 1 is number 1.
And you did mention Gathings was going for that strip again.
Get ball hungry down there. And they're on the line side of the field now. Defense really needs to tighten up here.
So handoff coming around the near side of number 20. And a big hit by Trey Brown.
That's something this defense has done so well is the first man gets there, holds him up, and then somebody has an opportunity for a big hit to finish him off.
4-yard gain by Tim Mata, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
And Trey Brown's often the beneficiary of that as well, coming up from that safety position to lay the wood. Sarge, I want to take a minute to thank one of my favorite businesses in town for the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast cup that I'm drinking out of, Shimmer Me Tumblers. Thank you, Miss Wattis.
We got one receiver up top, 2 to the bottom. Richardson with the snap, kind of bobbles it a little bit. Tries to go up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Forward progress will get him back to the line of scrimmage.
There was only 2 members of the defense not in on that tackle, and that was the corners.
But the last man coming up off the pile is the man that made the initial contact. That's going to be Michael Foster, gentlemen.
Look for the Lobos to try to throw it here. Very success with the quick slant.
And number 14, the sophomore, Miguel Portillo, was getting a fair bit of playing time this evening at that outside linebacker position. He's in there right now for Holcomb.
So here we go, 3rd down and 7 coming up.
Big 3rd down for the Lions.
Yeah.
Need a stop.
The big target, Noah Long, here on the near side is a change of formation for the Lobos.
Back to
Gets
pass.
the snap, drops back. Got
Good
pressure coming up front. Had to get rid of it.
Threw it away.
And
Good
that's
job.
going to be incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down and 7.
Good job by Joseph Blue putting the pressure on him.
I know they're asking for intentional grounding.
He was in the box.
Long was pretty close to that, in the vicinity.
So 4th down and 7 coming up. Lobos.
Well, you can't tell because their punter's the quarterback.
Quarterback, yeah.
Can't ever see him bring the punter in. And they don't really change out either. He just backs up a little further.
Yeah, the Lobos will be going for it from this position.
Come on, defense.
And maybe trying to draw him off.
Oh, back to
And
pass.
he'll roll around to his right side. Got pressure coming right in front of him. Throws it out,
Out of
and that's going
bounds.
to be incomplete. And the Lockhart Lions will get the ball back on a turnover on downs by the Lobos.
And the Lockhart Lions fans are on their feet. They're waving their spirit towels, giving it all the cowbell they got.
Ball is going to be placed at the 43-yard line in Lion territory. where the Lions
Davis
will take
coordinator, Coach Downing, caught that pass. He wasn't play that play for Lehman.
Well, he threw it to the right guy.
And so the last drive, the Lions marched right down the field, scoring a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. They'll look to do the same, starting with great field position, ball at the 43.
Here come the Lions with 5:44 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC and Heating 3rd quarter. Dropping back is Dickens. Throwing over the middle, got Gage Deutsch in stride. Down to the 15, 10, 5, end zone. Touchdown, Lockhart Lions.
That is as pretty as it gets. Hit Gage Deutsch right in stride, and he strides the rest of the way into the end zone, putting 6 more points up on the board for your Lockhart Lions.
Great pass, great catch.
57-yard touchdown pass from Ashton Dickens to Gage Deutsch.
47 of it was in the air. What a great long ball there by Dickens. Just placed it perfectly. Deutsch never had to slow down.
No.
All he had to do was continue through. And
I didn't realize
make
he's
it
that
happen.
fast, TD.
Yeah. Oh, Gage Deutsch is a fast guy. Trust me, I've seen him play baseball. He is a fast guy. Not only got the fast ball, he got some fast speed.
Sergeant, especially when somebody's chasing you.
Oh, yes. And there he goes. Gage Deutsch with the holding duty. The snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Lockhart Lions retake the lead over the Lehman Lobos, 24-21. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
All right, and we are back here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as the Lockhart Lions strike on the first play after the turnover on downs on a 57-yard touchdown pass from Ashton Dickens to Gage Deutsch. The extra point is good by Ocampo, and the Lockhart Lions lead 24-21 with 5:44 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC and Heating third quarter as Ocampo is set to kick the ball away. And he'll do that. It'll go over the head and into the end zone for a touchback as Noah Long will let it go. And right now I want to give a big shout out to Lone Star Gridiron. They are sharing our feed on all of their platforms, so that means more exposure for our Lockhart Lions and for our student athletes. So big shout out to Lone Star Gridiron. And another big shout out to Chuck Licata, co-owner of Big Daddy Media. Been affiliated with each other for the past couple of seasons. Want to thank Chuck Licata for all that he did, along with Rocket Rev Randy Fry, to start broadcasting here for Lockhart Lion football, and to have the birth of the Sarge as well. Inside handoff, and great job by the defense, number 7.
Edward Mendoza, team captain, showing you just how to play linebacker. Young men, if you're a linebacker, go back and watch that play because that is how it's done.
That was a mugging right there, if anything.
Two-year starter and doing a great job out there. He plays a little bit of nose guard also.
Yeah, they got a package where they switch it up and put him on that front line.
So after no gain on the play, that'll bring up second down and 10. Dropping back, throws out there, got the receiver out there, makes the catch.
Great tackle there.
And I believe that was Ben Mendez on the stop.
Yep, great open field tackle there.
That was Trey Allen on the reception. 8-yard pickup, third down and 2 coming up.
Big third down here coming up.
Good open field tackle to keep him from getting the first down there.
See Portillo coming off the field. Done a great job here tonight for the Lockhart Lions.
Excellent job.
Holcomb has been playing a lot more offense as well, so he needs a little bit of time here and there.
So third down and 2 coming up. The Lockhart Lions are stomping their feet. We could hear the rumble or feel the rumble up here in the press box.
Handoff.
Inside handoff. Running back coming around the near side. Got some room to run, and he's going to be tracked down from behind by Trent Holcomb. So that's going to be enough for a first down.
Definitely had to earn that one.
Yeah, that's Mo Bio, and I tell you what, you can see Trent Holcomb tracking him down, almost yelling like, "Come here!"
He's slippery.
So Holcomb comes up with the tackle, but not before Bio was able to pick up the first down for the Lobos.
First and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line. Inside handoff once again to Bio, and he's going to be bottled up after he picks up about a yard. And coming up, helping him up is number 56.
That's Joseph Blue.
And Joseph Blue getting in some action.
Whereas I might start calling him Joseph Blue too, because his father is also Joseph Blue.
There you go. Bluetooth or Bluetooth?
Dose. Maybe just start calling him Dose.
So that'll bring up second down and 9 after the 1-yard pickup by Bio.
Trips on top.
Noah Long all by himself here in the bottom, being covered by Reese. Richardson
pass,
dropping back, looking deep.
Oh, wide
Got
open.
to move, and that's going to be Noah Long with the reception. And Aiden Scott coming up with the tackle. Nice move by Noah Long.
He put a great move on Quavon Reese, got him turned around completely backwards, and luckily Aiden Scott there to help. Quavon Reese would have caught him, but Aiden Scott there to help Reese out there.
Yeah, that ball's out to the 28-yard line in line territory.
That move made me dizzy.
Good throw, good catch.
Yeah.
A great job by the offensive line. They had struggled the last couple of drives in protecting the quarterback, Richardson.
And, Coach, you can see, I mean, that's their scheme, try to put everybody on one side of the field and get long one-on-one.
Oh, yes, that's perfect.
And he's one-on-one with the best cover guy for Lockhart as well.
Great game plan.
And Richardson in the backfield, shotgun formation with Bio, and a handoff coming around the near side. Nice job. Kept around the edge and pushed
out of bounds.
Tiptoeing the sideline. There's going to be a penalty flag coming around the backside, though.
Looked like they had a hold on that play that allowed him to get the edge.
And it's going to be a holding penalty.
Looked like It's either Staten or Foster that was in there at lineman got hooked, and that's what gave them the edge, so that'll take them back.
So the penalty was, the holding call was made at the 27-yard line, so they'll mark it off 10 to the 37.
And Lockhart brings in big number 77.
Yeah, that'll bring you.
Caveman.
That'll be about first down and 19. Oh, yeah, Caveman takes his spot at their nose tackle position.
And Foster will come in as well. I'll tell you what, this defensive line's got a little bit of depth to it. Every one of them can play.
And I was about to say the same thing, TD. No matter who they put in, you still have to keep an eye on every single one of them.
Yeah.
And you need that depth, guys, especially you start in the district and in the playoffs.
So here come the Lobos after the holding penalty. First down and 19. Three receivers up top. Noah Long by himself here to the bottom. High snap to Richardson. Drops back, looking for Long. And he'll have him at the 25. Breaks an arm tackle and into the end zone for a Lobo touchdown. And the Lobos retake the lead.
I thought it was Tivy fight never dies, but the Lobos are definitely fighting their way back into this one.
Great catch by my number one and excellent moves in the open field.
And he's not the number one target for nothing for Richardson.
And tonight will be his biggest game so far of the year as well.
And
the Lobos only managed to score this many points in their first 2 games.
Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And the Lobos retake the lead with 2:10 left to go here in the Adams & Sons AC Heating third quarter, 28-24. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern, cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
And we are back here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. 2:10 left to go here in the Adams & Sons AC Heating third quarter. Lobos strike back and retake the lead.
And they
28-24.
They keep you honest on the kickoff with that.
They keep you on the
fake
toes, don't
squib,
they?
Yeah. They'll let you relax. But Lockhart done a good job of being ready.
The Lobos kind of caught Lockhart on an onside kick, and here they go again. They're going to have to recover it, fall on top of it.
And they do.
And they do. And coming up from the bottom of the pile with it is going to be number 14, Portillo.
Whew. Once again, several Lions having a chance at it. We're watching it bounce instead of touching it before it goes 10 yards.
TD, they're going to have to go with the hands team from now on.
I would, because that's twice now where we've watched it bounce almost like we're waiting for it to go 10 yards instead of going out and getting it. And on onside, if you got a chance, you got to grab it right away.
So here we go. Lockhart Lions with the ball at their own 38-yard line.
And 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Inside handoff to Gonzalez. And he'll push forward and picks up about 3 yards.
Big Brady Stevenson gets up after blocking his man 12 yards past the line of scrimmage and pancaking him with another player.
So 2nd and 7 coming up as the clock continues to wind down here in the Adams & Sons AC Heating second quarter. Receiver up top, 2 to the bottom. A Geary in motion going across the line of scrimmage. They'll give it off to Gonzalez. And he's going to be spun around after he crosses the line of scrimmage. And forward progress will get him out to the 45-yard line. He'll be about 3 yards short of the first down.
Coach, there is some battling in the trenches going on down there.
Yes, there is. I'm watching the replay on my screen, and yeah.
I mean, they are battling both lines, pushing hard. Got a big block on that last one by number 73, Ricardo Diaz. Play before that, it was Brady Stevenson pushing his man way down the field.
That big play coming up. 3rd down and 3 for the Lockhart Lions. 2 receivers to the near side. Nobody up top. And it'll be my time right up the middle, and he'll be stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Not much there.
And you could see on that play that they knew exactly what was coming. They stacked the box up. They had 8, almost 9 men in the box.
Yeah, no gain on the run, so that'll bring up 4th down and 3.
And here comes Ocampo, the punt.
So, Coach, after seeing that a few times, seeing them on those 3rd and short situations where they suck everybody up, that's a great opportunity once you see it happening, right? Play action pass.
Little play action.
Well, with everyone within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, anything caught 10 yards down the field will go a long way.
Yeah, we do have Gonzalez in the backfield. Should we see a fake here coming up? No, that's going to go over the head of Ocampo.
Oh.
And he tries to pick it up. And the Lobos are going to fall on top of it. Well, it's going to be 1st down and go from the 9-yard line or from the 10.
And that's the first bad snap we've seen in 2 years.
From our deep snapper.
Yep. And so the defense will have their back against the wall here. As looks like the ball will be on the 10-yard line.
And that's going to end the Adam & Sons AC Heating 3rd quarter. So when the Lobos take possession, they will be heading over to the left side of the field. But while they do that, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
I'm Ross Alexander, founder of the War Room Strength Club. I have been working with individuals and athletes since 2003. I have mentored and worked under the likes of Mike Graham, Bobby Warren, Charles Alston, and first-generation coaches under Mark Piteau. I am also a former two-sport collegiate athlete. I have worked with everyone from those starting their fitness journeys to athletes in collegiate and elite ranks of athletic performance. My ideology is working functional and fundamental strength while also implementing a proactive injury preventative and/or recovery regimen. I hold summer performance camps open for young athletes from 11 years old to the collegiate level. I also take clients all throughout the year at any age and fitness level. Along with a workout program, I also offer services for food intake accountability and meal planning, and also mental and emotional positivity consulting. I look forward to hearing from you. Go Lions.
And we are back as the Lobos have the ball, 1st down and go from the 10-yard line. And got a couple of shout-outs to give out here in a few minutes. Got Andrew Ramirez chiming in, Rob Ortiz, John Luis Barron, Fritz Williams, Rebecca Becky Waldron. Richardson drops back, throws into the end zone, and that's going to be caught in the end zone for a Lobo touchdown to start the War Room Strength Club 4th and final quarter.
Little excessive celebration there.
Well, that ball was dangerously close to being picked off, but
Yes,
close
it was.
only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, and it goes the other way for 6.
So the Lobos extend the lead by 10 right now as we wait the extra point try.
So regardless, it'll be back to a 2-possession game.
Edgar Garcia looking to kick the extra point, needs the holder out there. Snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So the Lobos take advantage of the deep snap. And on the first play of the drive, put the ball in the end zone. So with 11:53 left to go here in the War Room Strength Club 4th and final quarter, Lobos lead by 11, 35-24. And as momentum was looking to go in Lockhart's favor, gentlemen, on one bad snap, the Lobos regain it and extend the lead over the Lockhart Lions.
And we've seen the Lobos score twice now here in the second half. Defense has played well, but it's the big play that's hurt them, whether it be the mistake or the long pass play to Noah Long. But we'll have to see Lockhart come out again, and I don't think we can waste too much time here in the 4th quarter going and getting getting 6 of those points back.
Yeah, we need to score on this drive here.
And quickly.
Well, as much as Lockhart has ran it, I'm really looking for the play action pass to start to take advantage of Lehman sucking up to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we will have the hand teams out there.
Big shout out to Scott Smith who's watching. Also, Bertha Martinez, Alex Mercado, Mickey Martinez, Larry Rodriguez Jr., Dolores Perales Juarez, James Santa Cruz, Demetrius Anthony, Stella Limas, Chris Snyder, Thomas Mendez, Jackie Edwards, Rob Moreno, Noble Charles Preto, Robert Hitter, John Hink, Brandon Hutchison, Jonathan Gutierrez, and thank you guys for watching.
And this time it's going to be kicked deep. And Quavon Reese will have an opportunity. He fields it at the 3-yard line as he brings it around the near side, spins around, and he's going to be brought down at the 21-yard line.
Little late hit there.
So that's where the Lockhart Lions going to start this possession off at their own 21. First down and 10. And I do want to give a shout out to James Santa Cruz. He has a great talk show podcast, Dark Side of the Mic.
He does?
If you haven't heard it, look him up on Facebook, Dark Side of the Mic, and check him out.
They are Wednesday nights at 7. You can find them on Facebook. They're also on YouTube as well. Sarge and I both like to tune in to watch him and Mr. Austin Bertram and their guests. They always have interesting guests on.
Are they talking about sports?
I'm talking about everything.
Talking about Lockhart. Talking about Lockhart.
So here we go. 11:47 left to go. Ashton Dickens gets the snap, drops back, throws it right over the middle, got the receiver wide open. That's going to be Trent Holcomb.
That's no receiver. That's an outside linebacker.
All the way out to the 44-yard line. That'll be a big gain.
So great catch for Holcomb, and I'm sure that's also, good for the young man's mentality as well after that deep snap starting to make up some ground.
So hurry up huddle for the Lockhart Lions. Once again, passing, dropping back, throwing over towards the near side.
Ooh.
Just over the outstretched hands of Ethan Aguirre. As we got a penalty flag coming around from the backside.
And before Mr. Gonzalez took over with all the rushing yards that he's piled on, we have seen the Lockhart passing attack operate very well with, just about everybody catching balls, from tight ends to every one of the wide receivers, including Aguirre, Frohawk, Mabus, and Deutsch has been the most productive of the receivers to this point this year, having his biggest game of the year, the first game of the season.
It looks like it's going to be a legal procedure on the offense. And that'll move them back 5, so that's going to bring up first down and 15. As you can see, Aguirre's besides himself for missing that last one. You're welcome, Miss Crisel Cruz Jaimes, taking us for the broadcast. Thank you for tuning in and watching the game as we have 11:21 left to go in the War Room Strength Club, fourth and final quarter. Dickens gets the snap, drops back, and that one's going to be picked off.
Got to make the tackle.
And Ashton Dickens will make the stop at the 22-yard line where the Lobos are going to retake possession. As number 11, Alex Padilla, comes up with a big interception for the Lobo defense.
And that is a big blow to the Lions.
Hey, we can't shut it down now.
Yep, still plenty of time left.
We can get an interception also.
Ball's going to be marked down at the 22-yard line.
And it's an 11-point game. You hold them to even say a field goal, you're still within 2 possessions. So
you got a whole fourth quarter to play.
We sure do.
Got to step up now.
And if you're watching the broadcast, share along with all your Lockhart Lion fans or Lobo fans. Let them know the game is live right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. First down and 10 for the Lobos. Richardson bobbles a snap, holds on to it, being chased down and throws it out. And that one's going to be a penalty flag thrown.
Got a flag.
And it's going to be right in the area where we have a down lineman for the Lockhart Lions. And
while they take an injury timeout.
Yeah, it might be a chop block.
Well, looks like they won't take a timeout after all. Yeah, that's going to be a high-low. Got to be.
Personal foul.
I see the personal foul, but I didn't see the rest of it. Oh,
yeah, they got a personal foul and an intentional grounding. So they declined the personal foul and took the intentional grounding. So they'll have the ball marked at the spot
where
the intentional ground took place and a loss of down. That's right, Coach.
That'll be
second down and
almost 30. Just under 30. About 29.
Yeah, about 29, so around there. If my education proves me correct.
A little bit of a break there for the Lockhart defense that they sorely needed. Now just got to keep everything in front of you.
So first down and forever. Handoff going around the right side. And Lockhart Lions defense is right there. And coming up with the stop on the edge is going to be number 2, Bart Key.
Also, good job there, Miguel Portillo, stringing that play out and giving Key and some others time to get there and help, minimizing the gain.
So that's going to bring up third down and 25. And I did not see during pregame where the distance for the field goal kicker for the
It's the
Lobos
same guy that kicks their kickoffs, and we've seen he's got a pretty good leg on kickoff.
Got 3 receivers up top. Richardson drops back, looking to throw deep down the far side. Got a receiver.
All right, incomplete.
And incomplete as Trey Brown almost comes up with the interception. He was looking for the big hit. And as the ball bounced away off the hands of Noah Long, Trey Brown tried to reach out for it and unable to come up with it. That's going to make it fourth down and 25, though.
I think they'll probably just go for it anyway, just because where they're at on the field.
Yeah,
and
the field position.
A little too far for a field goal and too short for a punt. So maybe just throw one up. Even if you get an interception, it's about the same as a short punt.
So Lockhart Lions defense looking to come up with the stop on fourth down and 25. 2 receivers up top, 2 to the bottom. Richardson gets the snap, drops back, throws over the middle.
Incomplete.
In and out of the hands of the receiver and incomplete. His intended receiver was Amir Washington and the Lockhart Lions.
Great job by the Lockhart Lion defense. Even though there was a big penalty on that, even if there wasn't that penalty, they still didn't allow him 10 yards. So great job there by the Lions to get the ball back for their offense. Lockhart will take over with the ball on the 37-yard line. Plenty of time left in this one, 10 minutes, 49 seconds. Lockhart trailing the Lobos 35-24.
By 2 scores. And the Lions trot out to the field. As they will have 2 receivers up top, Frohawk and Aguirre. Gage Deutsch all by himself.
Deutsch to score again.
Dropping back, looking over the middle, got the receiver. That's going to be Staten with the reception out to the 45. Forward progress will keep them at the 45.
What's up with all these defensive linemen catching passes? Now they do a great
Michael
job.
Michael Foster probably, hey, when am I going to get a turn?
That's right. Well, I tell you, all the guys who play both ways, they all do a great job, but particularly Staten and Holcomb.
The snap goes to Dickens. He drops back, rolls
Look at
around
all
to his
that
right
green.
side, and looks like he's going to keep it. Got room to run, picks up the first down, crosses the 50, out to the 45-yard line in Lobo territory. They'll mark him out at the 44.
Well, if I'm on defense, you cannot give Ashton Dickens that much green in front of him on any down, or he is going to make you pay for it. And he just cruises on that one. I didn't even think he might have taken a short nap while he was running that one.
Once again, 2 up top, 1 to the bottom. My time in the backfield, offset to the left side. He'll swing out there to the left, pass right up the middle. That one's going to be caught by Aguirre, and he breaks through an arm tackle and keeps moving forward.
Almost broke a second tackle.
Crosses the 30 out to the 28.
First down for the Lions.
One of the super sophomores there for the Lions, Ethan Aguirre. He's got a lot of play time this year.
So a big first down on a pass to Aguirre. Ball's marked at the 28-yard line. First down and 10 for the Lockhart Lions. Once again, 2 receivers up top. Gage Deutsch all by himself down here at the bottom. Nice block by Gonzalez in the backfield. Dickens is going to keep it, and he'll just roll out of bounds after crossing the 25 out to the 24.
Smart play, pick up 5 yards, keep yourself safe, step on out,
Step
live
out
for
of
the
bounds.
next one.
And more importantly, stopping the clock. With 9:31 left to go, Lockhart still has 3 timeouts.
So we've seen Lockhart flip the switch from run to pass here in the fourth quarter. And Dickin has thrown some great balls.
And it's going to be a design keeper by Dickens coming around the right side. Stiffs arm a defender. And he'll cross the 20 all the way down to the 18-yard line.
And that'll pick up another first down for the Lions and put the ball inside the red zone. And the chains will move.
First down.
Yeah, first down and 10. We've had 5 plays so far here on this drive, and Gonzalez has yet to touch the ball.
And they're still anticipating a lot of guys in the box.
A nice
Good
throw and
catch.
catch out there to Geary, and he'll shake off a couple of tacklers
Yes.
out to the 5.
Oh.
Diving for the first down, loses the football.
Stepped out of bounds.
And stepped out of bounds before the ball came out of his hands.
I think he broke the plane.
Wow.
Good effort, but lucky break that we stepped out of bounds. It looked like the ball did come out of his hand before he crossed the plane. So they're going to mark him out at the 2-yard line.
Wow.
Great job shaking off 2 tacklers by the sophomore to get the Lions all the way down to the 2.
First and go.
We've had 3 passes and 3 runs in this drive.
Well,
Ball's at the 2, first down and go from there.
give you the over-under on what comes next.
Yes. And it's going to be a
Ashton.
keeper by Ashton Dickens, and he'll
Touchdown.
bowl his way across the goal line for another Lockhart line touchdown.
And Lockhart starts to reel him in.
That'll close the gap, 35-30, as we await the extra point try. After the extra point, we'll have a rundown of district games and area games.
I'm going to have a rundown of the concession stand here before too long.
The snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good right through the uprights. And that'll make the score. Lockhart Lions 31, Lehman Lobos 35, with 8:59 left to go here in the War Room Strength Club, 4th and final quarter. Of course, let's go to the district scores and a district roundup for your District 13 5A Division II. Of course, last night, Buda Hayes Hawks defeated the Cedar Creek Eagles here at Bob Shelton Stadium by a final 35-14. It is at Davenport. It is Piper Warriors 24, Davenport 31 with 9:13 left to go.
Come on, Piper.
At Georgetown, Liberty Hill Panthers 37, Georgetown Eagles 42 with 11:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. At Fredericksburg, the Kerrville Tybee Antlers 28, Fredericksburg 12. Veterans Memorial Patriots 33, San Antonio MacArthur Brahmas 14. And that's where we're at. Of course, the final score of the district, of any district games that we got going on, it is right here at Bob Shelton Stadium. Lockhart Lions 31, Lobos 35, with plenty of time left to go. So I'll just go and keep the onside kick in my back pocket right here, gentlemen, and leave it up to the Lockhart Lions defense to get the ball back to Ashton Dickens and the offense of the Lockhart Lions. Then again, I could be wrong.
We'll see.
Campo kicking into a slight wind.
Oh, little. Yeah. Nice. Nice.
And that one's going to be booted as it goes out of bounds, and Lockhart almost comes up with a big one.
And that was number 23, Josue Osorio, who had the best shot at it. I almost said Hazel Batres. It's been a couple years.
And that was his number 23.
It was. And I said his name so many times.
And where the ball was booted at is where it will be marked at the 44-yard line. And another update, Luling Eagles at halftime, 47-0 over Austin Eastside Panthers.
Wow, good
job. As the Luling Eagles playing their first game at House Park in Austin, Texas.
I saw the Eagles passing through Lockhart on their way up, and they were fired up on the bus. They weren't sitting still. They were jumping around and making noise. So they were ready to play tonight.
I told Eric to sit down when he gets on the bus.
that was Eric. So here we go, first down and 10 for the Lobos. Inside handoff to number 5, and he's going to be brought down by Staten and Trent Holcomb, as well as Joseph Blue.
That's all three of the front line.
Yeah. That's going to be good enough for a 3-yard gain. Second down and 7 coming up.
And a little different. So Holcomb usually plays that outside linebacker position, but he's in there playing more of a defensive end from a 3-point stance position. And number 14, Portillo is in there playing that outside linebacker position. So what coach is doing is he's trying to find a way to get his best playmakers on the field at the same time, which it's difficult. You got so many of them.
So 2nd down and 7 coming up. One receiver up top, one to the bottom. And it's going to be handoff to number 20 going around the edge, and he's going to be brought down as he crosses midfield out to the 43-yard line, or 42-yard line. It'll be a big first down for the Lobos.
And that was Portillo that brought him down, with Mendoza finishing him off.
That was Tim Mata with the carry.
In order for that play to be successful, you got to block the defensive end. They did a very good job there of blocking our defensive end.
They doubled him. And so they've moved the ball onto the Lockhart side of the field. 42-yard line.
So here we go. First down and 10, in-line territory. Lockhart Lions needed to come up big defensively. And tried for a little misdirection play. Nothing doing for the Lockhart Lions.
Yeah, Portillo and Gathens were not fooled by that one as they combined for that stop.
Also, Aiden Scott in there with the stop as well.
That's something that's great about this Lockhart defense is it's almost always 2, 3, 4 guys that get in on the tackle. They do a great job of gang tackling. Tackle by committee.
As the clock continues to wind down, we're right around 7 minutes left to go here in the War Room Strength Club, 4th and final quarter.
2nd and 10 for the Lobos.
And Lockhart Lions defense wanting to hear the crowd.
And they respond as the press boxes are shaking.
So here we go, 2nd down and 10. Lobos letting the clock run down to 3 seconds.
A little toss play there.
Toss play going around the far side.
Good tackle
and
by
great job
45.
by Michael Foster, number 45. Coming up big.
And that's going to be a big loss there.
That's a loss
4 yards. Great job getting penetration and then really just grabbing him in one hand and slinging him to the ground as Foster.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 14.
And that's kind of what I was talking about. They switch them all around on the defensive line because every one of them can get penetration, can make plays, so they keep them fresh. And that's a great thing, especially against a team who keeps you on your feet, keeps you on the field, being able to switch those linemen out, keep them fresh.
Big 3rd down here.
A big 3rd down coming up for the Lockhart Lions.
3rd and 14.
Richardson gets a snap, high snap, goes around to his right side, throws it out there on the edge and got to receiver.
He's
Noah Long makes the catch, inbounds, and he'll pick up the first down for the Lobos.
Tell you what, this quarterback shows a ton of composure. He's getting the high snaps. Is Colin Richardson. He's having guys in his face, and he is still finding Noah Long for first downs. So great job by the quarterback there to just really prevail.
TD, he does a better job under pressure.
He really does.
He did, and made a great throw out there to Noah Long, who made a great move on the outside to get himself wide open. And another big first down for the Lobos as the clock continues to wind down, 5:33. Inside handoff. And the Lockhart Lions are right there to stop it after about a 2-yard gain.
That's the old first man through the line of scrimmage.
And the last man coming up off the ground is Michael Foster, along with Staten making the stop. As we see Foster coming off the field and Trent Holcomb coming back into the game. And we're right at 5 minutes left to go here in the War Room Strength Club, 4th and final quarter.
2nd and 8 for the Lehman Lobos.
No matter what happens, cannot give up a touchdown here.
No.
Field goal maybe, but not a touchdown. So Richardson gets the snap, drops back, throws out.
Incomplete.
And incomplete as it was low to the receiver.
And that was intended for the big man, number
Trey
13.
Allen. Quavon Reese out there on the coverage, as well as Trey Brown and Aiden Scott. So 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Lobos.
Big 3rd down here.
Noah Long up top. Trey Allen here at the bottom.
All
Misdirection
right.
and great
Good,
job
Good.
by Trent Holcomb getting into the backfield and holding him as the rest of his compadres come in and make the stop.
Tackle for a loss.
And that'll bring up a big 4th down.
And I tell you what, gentlemen, Trent Holcomb came off a couple of plays ago, and he was getting an earful from Coach Mavis. And the first play, he comes back in. He makes a big play for a loss, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 11 for the Lehman Lobos, and it looks like they will be going for it.
They're going to take their time.
That's where you turn around and tell everyone, hold your water. Hold your water. Nobody jump.
Well, they just might call a timeout towards the end of this, and that's what's going to happen.
Yes.
So the Lehman Lobos will call a timeout, and we'll take a timeout too with them. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you find yourself stuck on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since its inception in 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery services for your vehicle. We also offer a wide range of services such as lockouts, jump starts, tire change, winch outs, and environmental hazard cleanups. With 4 locations that cover Kyle, San Marcos, Lulin, and Lockhart. Quantum Towing is only a phone call away for all of your towing needs.
All right, and we're back here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. It is going to be 4th down and 11 after we come back from the Lobo timeout. And
folks, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the share button. Let your friends know. There's a nail biter over on Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
And here at Bob Shelton Stadium, 3:51 left to go here in the War Room Strength Club 4th and final quarter. Lobos with the lead by 4, 35-31. Looking at a 4th down and 11. Lockhart Lions needing to come up with a big stop. Lehman Lobos needing to come up with 12 yards and a 1st down.
As defense, you got to know where number 1 is, and he's coming in motion.
And it's going to be a jet sweep to him.
Good job.
And he's going to be stuffed in the backfield by Portillo leading the way. Ben Mendez and Trent Holcomb coming in to make the stop. And it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Lockhart Lions are back in business with Ashton Dickens and the Lockhart Lion offense.
Well, now's where you'd like to see him march it down the field, chew up the rest of that clock, and put one in with about 30 seconds left.
Yes, sir. Yeah. TD, I disagree about that call there. He's your best receiver.
Throw it to him.
Yeah, exactly. Throw it to him.
Yep.
Don't. That's not what his strong point is right there.
They were definitely trying to get the ball in his hands. It's just worked a lot better when it gets in his hands 10 yards down the field.
All right, so big possession and big drive coming for the Lockhart Lions. 1st down and 10. Ball is at the 37. Dropping back to throw is Dickens. He's got a receiver wide open at Frohawk, and he makes a move.
Ooh.
Gets it out to the 45-yard line. And it's going to be shy of a 1st down of about 3.
And that was another one of those where you saw all the green out there and thought Dickens may tuck it, and shows his maturity, finds a receiver.
Once again, dropping back, throws it over the middle, got to Gary.
Got a flag.
Yeah.
Gary will get across the midfield.
It's the 1st down. Well, they said he fumbled. Got a player down.
As we wait to see, was it a fumble or? We do got a penalty flag at the 49 in Lehman Lobo territory.
And we'll take a short timeout on the field. I'll run over to the YouTube broadcast, take a look, and see if I think he was down by contact.
And while TD's doing that, let's go through some scores in the district.
They're giving the ball to Lehman.
All right, once again, Hayes defeated Cedar Creek 35-14 last night. It is tied up at Davenport, 31 apiece between Piper and Davenport. Liberty Hill still trails by 4 or 5.
They cut the house video feed, so they were starting to show a replay of it, and they cut the house video feed off the screen, and that's what has Lockhart fans really upset right now.
So Liberty Hill trailing 37-42. Kerrville Tybee still up 28-12. Veterans Memorial up 33-14 now. And Round Rock still all over Bastrop. That's a final 59-7. And the start of the fourth quarter, it is 47-0. Luling Eagles over Austin Eastside. So unfortunately, it's going to be a turnover. And the Lehman Lobos will have the ball. Lockhart does have 3 timeouts left. Richardson in shotgun formation. Lockhart Lions needing to come up with a big turnover. And there will be a handoff to Mata going around the right side and nothing doing. And he might have lost a yard.
Oh, wow. So I did get to that replay, and looked like Aguirre was laying on the ground on his side when they pulled that ball out. Defense said no matter, they'll come out, get another stop.
We have to get a stop here if we want to win the ball game here.
2nd down and 11 coming up for the Lobos. Clock continues to wind down at 2:35 left to go. Here in the War Room Strength Club, 4th and final quarter. Richardson gets the snap, hands the ball off. Up the middle, and it'll be a good gain.
Too much.
Of about 7 yards, and a timeout is going to be called by the Lockhart Lions as the Lobos will have the ball at the 45-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and 4. And while they'll take a timeout, we'll take a timeout too, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Richie 360 Photo Booth Rentals is your one-stop shop for your next event. Whether it's weddings, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, and more. You can have the best of both worlds with our 360 video booth and mini booth mirror. The 360 Photo Booth is a revolutionary next-level photo booth experience. The revolving camera surrounds attendees, capturing a 360-degree slow-motion movie that your guests will remember forever. Here at Richie 360 Photo Booth, this is where moments turn into memories. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, we're coming back off of the Lockhart Lion timeout. 2:16 left to go here in the War Room Strength Club, 4th and final quarter. 3rd down and 4. Lockhart Lions do have 2 timeouts remaining, but they need to stop the Lobos here on this play to bring it up to a 4th down. Inside handoff, and the Lobos will pick up the 1st down. Crossing midfield is Boya Bayo with the big 1st down all the way down to the 47-yard line in line territory. And that'll keep the clock going. As the Lobos will let the clock run down. They got 25 seconds on the play clock. Just under 2 minutes left to go in the game clock.
And the house videos come back.
Oh, how convenient.
Imagine that.
Richardson will get the snap. Bio will get it, and he'll pick up the 1st down for the Lobos, and a timeout is going to be called. That'll be the 2nd timeout for the Lockhart Lions.
And so this will be it. Another 1st down will just about seal the deal, so they've got to get a stop here.
And with 45 seconds.
Well, they didn't use a timeout. Clock's running.
So by the time they run this play, the clock will be right around 45 seconds left to go. And with only, 2 timeouts remaining for the Lions.
And I think that's off because they did use one already. Maybe not.
Richardson gets the snap, handoff to the running back, Bayo. And he'll get it down to the 30-yard line where the Lockhart Lions will call their 2nd timeout. That'll be a 6-yard gain, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 4. And while they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout too, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Working hand in hand with the community to keep our Lions safe. This school year, Lockhart ISD is launching Lion Guard, a community watch program in which individuals can apply to volunteer and be a positive presence on the campuses for students while also monitoring and checking for any potential safety concerns. All Lion Guard volunteers must undergo a criminal background check and will participate in civilian response to active shooter events training and stop the bleed training. Anyone who is interested is welcome to apply. Go to the Lockhart ISD website and from the menu tab click on Parents and scroll down to hit the Volunteer in LISD. Join the Pride of Lockhart. Tab and sign up.
All right, we're back with the timeout. 49 seconds left to go here in the 4th and final quarter for the War Room Strength Club, 4th and final quarter. It is 2nd down and 4. Lobos need to get the first down to all but seal it. Richardson dropping back, gets the snap, hands off to Bayo, and Bayo's going to pick up the first down and more, and he'll take it to the house for a robo touchdown.
Well, the Lobos not satisfied with just beating us. They wanted to beat us good, and looks like they're going to do just that, as that'll make the score 41-31. There'll be 41 seconds left on the clock. And barring a miracle, Lockhart will go to 1 and 2. We have seen Lockhart pull some magic out of the hat before.
Snap is back to hold us down, and the kick is no good.
Wow.
And we saw Lockhart pull out some late magic against San Antonio Southwest. It was just a little bit too late. We'll have a chance to try to do the same thing here.
And at Georgetown, the Liberty Hill Panthers has just retaken the lead, or taken the lead, 45-42 with less than a minute left to go in that contest.
They have a habit of doing that, don't they?
And things are all tied up still at Piper, or at Davenport as a Piper Warriors. And Davenport Wolves are all knotted up at 31 apiece.
And that's the next opponent for Lockhart, as Davenport will be coming to our house. Last year, Lockhart lost a heartbreaker at Davenport, where running back Shaston Golden, the Max Preps Player of the Year, ran all over the Lions that night.
7 touchdowns.
That one's one that some Lockhart Lion fans want to forget, but I can guarantee the guys on this team are not forgetting it, and they're going to be looking forward next week to Davenport coming into their house, trying to get some revenge there.
Hey, Sarge, I'd like to give a shout-out to the Lockhart Lion fans who had a tremendous turnout tonight, and a lot of them are still here. And thank you for making the trip down to Buda, Texas to watch this football game.
Oh, yeah. The Lobos are 41 seconds away from their first victory of the season. And, of course, at the end of the contest, we will have your Kreitz Market post-game show, where we will have your players of the game, your Kreitz Market offensive player of the game, and your One Ghost Fitness defensive player of the game. So at the end of the contest, you're going to want to stay tuned and listen to that and get our final thoughts. As once again, the Lobos do the little shimmy up to the football.
That'll be Reese and Frohawk back.
Yeah, they'll probably be kicking this one deep.
And there it goes.
They do that. And they'll go ahead and let it go out of the end zone.
That'll save any time, so Lockhart will have 41 seconds with the ball at the 25-yard line. All they got to do is march 75 yards, score, get onside kick, and do it again.
It's a ball game, yeah.
Easier said than done.
Well, I don't know. After what we saw at San Antonio Southwest, I mean, they just about did just that. Omar Campos got a great onside kick. Lockhart almost recovering one already in this game, just getting kicked out of bounds a little earlier there.
And it looks like the Lobos going to be playing in a prevent defense.
Everybody back.
Dickens will get the snap, drops back, looking for a receiver, and he'll take off running it himself. He'll get it out to the 24-yard line. He'll run out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 34 seconds. 7 seconds ran off the clock on that one.
No out route there for him near the sideline, Coach.
Yeah, great job by the Lawyers prevent defense on covering their bases out there. We got Quavon Reese out there as a receiver now. And he'll get the reception, and he'll make the catch for the first down, which will momentarily stop the clock. The Lions do have one timeout left. And they'll spike the ball to stop the clock. So that'll make it 2nd down and 10 with 23 seconds left to go.
Okay, this is the 2-minute drill they use every Thursday to finish practice.
Got Mavis and Frohawk up top. Gage and Reese here to the bottom. And throwing out hook and ladder as Gonzalez has the ball, and he'll run out of bounds.
Wow.
Great job. The throw was to Gage Deutsch.
What a pitch. I'm more interested in the pitch by Deutsch. I mean, he was getting slung in a circle, and he had just a perfect pitch to Gonzalez. They moved the chains.
16 seconds, and more importantly, Gonzalez ran out of bounds. And Deutsch is out here all by himself. And that'll be deep to Deutsch. And just overthrowing Deutsch.
He wanted it. He wanted it bad, and so did I.
And have 11 seconds left on the clock. As the Kaya Gathings is in the game now. And he'll make his way towards the top. So 2nd down and 10. 11 seconds left to go. Dickens drops back, throws right over the middle, and it'll be incomplete as this pass was intended to Gathings.
I'll tell you what, something that would probably go unnoticed, but I'm catching it. Alex Richardson has had a pancake block on each of the last 4 plays. and then he picks them up, he dusts them off, fixes their pads, but I mean still playing to the very end. That's the 4th play in a row. He has picked his man up after the play.
6 seconds, and this will probably be the last play of the game. Dickens dropping back, throwing deep into the end zone, and that one's going to be incomplete. And the clock's going to run out, and that's going to do it. The Lehman Lobos are going to shock the Lockhart Lions and get their first victory of the season. The Lobos will go to 1-2, and the Lions will drop to 1-2. And once again, gentlemen, we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with your Kreitz Market halftime or postgame show right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, 5th-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to KreitzMarket.com. That's www.KreitzMarket.com.
I'm Andrea.
I'm Hector. Live your best life for the one you lost. That's what One Ghost is.
Nothing but diamonds around my neck and around my wrist. I'm looking good. Oh, it's a sunny day. Sunny day. It's a sunny day. ghetto dreams. Diamond rings. Money.
All right, and we're back here for the Kreitz Market post-game show right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as the Lockhart Lions fall to the Lehman Lobos here at Bob Shelton Stadium by a final of 41-31 right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. I do want to thank everybody who tuned in and watched the contest. And once again, we're in the Kreitz Market show. Gentlemen, starting with Coach, final thoughts.
Just got to regroup. It's a loss. Nothing we can do about it now. Got to come back tomorrow, watch the film, correct your mistakes, come back to practice on Monday, and get ready for Davenport, a very good football team.
Now, Sarge, I'm glad I brought my family with me to this game. One, they got to see Lockhart Lions football, and two, I don't have to cry by myself in the truck all the way home.
Well, in a game where a couple of mistakes here and there was the difference in the ball game. Of course, you take it back to the onside kick to start the second half as the Lobos got the ball to start the second half. And, of course, when Lockhart went for their own onside kick, they had an opportunity to recover it and just weren't able to do it. They were booted the ball out of bounds. And, you know, a couple of mistakes here, a couple of mistakes there. And this could be a different ball game. But hats off to the Lehman Lobos. They came here to play. They came in with an 0-2 record. Nothing to lose, everything to gain, though. Lockhart Lions had a lot to gain here and a lot to lose. And, unfortunately, they come up on the losing end of tonight. But, you know, this is still non-district. District is where it really starts to count. But you need to fix what you need to fix in non-district before you head to district because we got a murderer's row in our district to go up against. And it's not going to get easier going into district play. Of course, next week we have Davenport, which is going to be a tough game. And then we open up district with Cedar Creek at Bastrop Memorial Stadium. So
well, that's what I was going to say. Really, I mean, we don't start district till week after next, but the tough road starts next week, and it's not going to get any easier for the Lions moving forward. Davenport is just a great 4A team. I mean, they really are good. And they whooped us last year, so Lockhart will be looking to get revenge on them. And then, like you said, right after that, you're into district play where, I mean, let's recap who all's in our district again. You're going to have to play Kerrville-Tivy. You're going to have to go to Liberty Hill and play them there. Bastrop comes to Lockhart. They're going to be hungry after Lockhart beating them last year. It really is. It's an uphill battle from here. We've got to learn from these mistakes and move on, have a good week of practice, and hopefully in pre-district play with a win over Davenport at home next week to get the fire on our side and the momentum going for these Lockhart Lions.
Oh, yeah, especially starting off at 1-2. At least go even, 2-2 going into district play. But want to welcome everybody to the Kreitz Market post-game show. And right now we're going to have your Kreitz Market players of the game, your Kreitz Market post-game where we have our players of the game. Your Kreitz Market offensive player of the game is going to go to number 1, Gage Deutsch, who did a great job out there blocking, not only blocking, but had a big reception for a touchdown to make things close for the Lockhart Lions. So congratulations, Gage Deutsch. You are the Kreitz Market offensive player of the game. Now, as we kick it over to the defensive side of things, your One Goes Fitness defensive players of the game are going to go to TD.
So we got a couple today. We're going to give it to Michael Foster, and then we're also going to give it to number 14, the sophomore Miguel Portillo, who came in, hadn't got a whole lot of playing time for tonight, but definitely made himself felt on the field. A lot of just saving tackles out on the edge, good reaction by the young man, and filling in there as they were moving Holcomb around. So hats off to those two, the One Goes Fitness defensive players of the game, Michael Foster and Miguel Portillo.
So congratulations to all three of those Lions. And, gentlemen, thoughts, and then going into next week.
Like I said earlier, you just got to come in tomorrow morning, watch the film, get any injuries you had looked at, and get ready for practice on Monday because it's going to be a very important week. Very important practice Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and play on Friday. Davenport's a very good football team.
TD, as you take a big gulp.
That's right. It's just to keep from getting choked up here, Sarge. Yeah, just like the coach said, you got to come back tomorrow. They'll be in there tomorrow morning watching film. You got to learn from what you can learn from, and I think even more importantly, you got to put this behind you. You got to put it behind you and look forward, because if you come into that game facing Davenport and you're still looking back over your shoulder worrying about Lehman, you're going to be in big trouble. So got to have a short memory, got to get back to work and fix the mistakes you can, and then come out fighting next week.
Oh, yeah. So, once again, congratulations to your Kreitz Market Offensive Player of the Game, number 1, Gage Deutsch, and your One Goes Fitness Defensive Players of the Game, number 14, Miguel Portillo, and number 45, Michael Foster. So, that's going to do it for us, gentlemen, here from Bob Shelton Stadium. The Lockhart Lions fall to 1-2 on the season, as the Lehman Lobos go to 1-2 with a victory over the Lockhart Lions, 41-31. And as for myself, Emilio Sarge Juarez, the coach, Amado Galvez, TD Tom Dunn, and Peter Juarez on the camera, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching tonight's contest of Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. So until next week, when we'll be back on the air for Friday night action at Lions Field as the Davenport Wolves come into town. Safe travels for everybody going home tonight. And like I always say, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast of Lockhart Lion Sports, brought to you by Kent Riddle Properties on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And remember, like the Sarge always says, you can take the lion out of Lockhart,